the deal, guys? What's going on? Been a minute. Let me invite to the squad. What's going on? Happy Halloween. What's up? Kiddos, kiddos went back home with the moms a minute ago. Hey, did I say hi? Hey, what up, Pastor? How you doing? How you been? How's life? How's the weekend? Happy Halloween. How's the kiddos? How's the squad? But how the kiddos for the weekend? Well, not weekend. Basically a day and night, if you want to call it. So, they're with my ex to do Halloween now. So I love my kids. It's a lot for one individual. The squad 8 in the weekends. Hey, what's up, buddy? ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? How's the weekend? How's the family? How's the kiddos? Let me sniff your hair. Go for it if you choose to. It's gonna smell like Shea Miracle. They didn't even conditioner. Hey, how you been? How you been? I've been alive. I started, so I got a job. So now I work Monday through Fridays. I take it back. Monday to Saturday. So Monday from East Coast here, West Coast here, Yakima, Washington. So it's 8:44 East Coast. You're probably either 10:44, 11:44 on that side of town. But yeah, I work from Monday to Thursday from 12:30 till 10:30. Friday from 10 a.m. till like 7:30. Saturday from 6 a.m. till 2. So I'm tired. It's very physical, moving windows around. So it's cool. It's cool. It's good stuff. I like it. Legit job. So it's doing that, doing my TikToks when I can. Then a lot of one-on-one sessions. So I'm trying to catch up with the world. That's why they go DM me like when I'm gonna go live again on TikTok. I was like, yo, I'll go tonight for a little couple hours, 2 hours. And once again, I put on there on my bio, my YouTube channel. So I'm a little person, but like, I go on in general, like followers, no followers, etc. No respect to nobody, but I'm always talking vibe, etc. I have a lot to talk about today because there's like so much going on TikTok, man. Like, that's why the last TikTok that I just did is like, yo, like my idea is like, I'm just 2020 Neo in the Matrix. Thanks for the great content. Oh, likewise. No, hey, I'm here for the whole world. Like, I'm just telling a story, not a survivor, not a victim, not a warrior. No respect to anyone that uses this term. That's everyone uses their own terminology, how they want to, most definitely. But me, I'm just telling a story. Emerson Rocks, good and bad people. Oh my gosh, yes, Short King. Oh, hey, and we had doing, but like that misses, like like me, as I bombard you, like if you're crying, you're doing a sad TikTok, going through your emotions about life, relationships, suffered in general, no matter if it's partner, friendship, parents, etc. I just drop my comments. Me personally, like I use the phone correct, not incorrectly, so I used like 22 comments. My personal notes when I was going through it last year. I'm actually leaving 1,000. A lot of people, they can't say that yet, which it's not a competition. A lot of people get a film when I say, it's not a competition. I need you. I don't want you to. I need you to be my level, 1,000. Neo, walk in the Matrix. Like, understand why you went through what since day one as a kid to behind the screen. So from there, wise, you can realize what happened, how it happened. And a lot of people, it sucks to be in our feelings, most definitely, but they just understand why we're going through our feelings, especially with partners and our parents. Like, there's so much to talk about because life's not, honestly, like, if life's hard, actually, it's not hard. I'll say it 1,000 times, man. It's pathetically easy with a cherry on top. So with that said, it's up to us because as we become teenagers, adults, quote unquote, and go into the world, like, try to make it. So a lot of us fell on our face quite a bit, especially with partnerships. It's hard, most definitely. Then you have to deal with going to work, having kiddos, why aren't you in school? I'm so shocked so many Americans don't go. School as far as the college, I don't need college. Like college is cool. I did college, I did HVAC, etc., all the good stuff. But with that said, like, now Neo in the Matrix, like, education is good for sure if you pursue what you're going to do. And don't stop doing what you're doing, most definitely. But here's the kicker. As you go on to school, make sure you have a good life is in general best as. Have a good partner best as. If you have a toxic partner by your side, I promise you this, you're going to get hella hard in life and in school 1,000. Because why? You're trying to concentrate on homework, aka class, but you got a shitty partner by your side. You're one toxic or you're both toxic. So how you supposed to have good grades, keep your mind trained and focus on class when you're dealing with shit at home. If you have a broken home, what are you gonna do to fix it? You know, that's the ish. LDR with the West Coast Spanish Mexican trying to understand him emotionally. Oh, yeah. Well, see, long relationships, they can last if you both keep it 1,000. You know, if you know, like my girl and I, she's in Cali and I'm here in Washington. You know, like many people like question that, but remember, that's anyone can question you when you do long distance relationships. Like, yo, like how do you trust them? I can speak on their behalf. Yo, your partner was next to your side, you know, doing the shit on the phone to your third party. Doing the J Dog's entanglement, all next to the side of you, and you just didn't know. And me personally, I don't give a shit about a phone. It's just a phone, that's it. So I'm gonna be, yo, babe, can I see your phone? If I do, I just do bullshit with you, right? But I don't care for this phone. If you're about this phone relationship, it's over. If you're your partner's probation officer, it's over. If you stress about him, everything, it's over. I'm sorry to tell you, go with your intuition. Now what are you gonna do to take the? My idea is I tell you, yo, take the L, take the loss, fall back. It's gonna hurt, yes, but every day with that individual, it hurts you a lot more, you know? But as far as understanding emotionally, you just gotta talk to them. You know, they're gonna talk to him if you can, you know, if he wants to open up, but it's just day by day in baby steps. Some people don't, as far as males, don't know how to, like, open up. Especially in the Spanish culture, which I knock the shit out of it every which way because we're raised very incorrectly. Second, highest narcissistic culture in the world. I thought I have it on me, alphas, machistas, narcissists. Because like 60-40, and then the number one Middle Eastern, they're like, fuck. 65 25. Life is meant to be lived comfortable. Yeah, I mean. And he's going when you have positivity 1,000. You gotta have a squad around you, you know. Let's all be happier than 3 Peckard Billy Goat. Yo, that's awesome. I dig that. Awesome. People expect too much, and like, oh, I know exactly. That's. And the reason why we expect a lot is because in November, and this, like me, I'm just blunt, keep it 1,000. The whole world is broken. Look around you, everyone's broken. Narcissists broken to the last day in bed, so have like broken heart. They can't ever be fixed. They are codependent of every app in the world, every app. Because why? They are trying to learn how to love themselves, but they can't. They're their own karma, they're their own flaw. Traditional last stems, like I was traditional hurt, we're broken also. But how broken are you? How healed are you more versus other apps, etc.? That's the issue. Everyone's broken, so. Hi, how are you? Oh, hey, Destiny. Boom, boom. How's it going? How's it going? Doing very good. How you doing? How's the family? How's your health? How's happy Halloween? Oh, that's fact. Heck yeah. How do you deal with the distance? Oh, the distance wise, honestly speaking wise, like I'm woke. You know, my girl and I, it's just we were very blessed. You know, she's here, Amber. Whatchamacallit, it's a natural relationship. It sounds like wild when I say it. It's natural, like not traditional ways, like you know, what's your color? What do you like? That stuff. I'm not being rude. I just, this relationship, I was like, yo, I'm gonna give myself 1,000. If you don't like it, I keep pushing. There's many in the sea, many people in the sea, etc. But like, I'm not gonna change for nobody in this world. I am the way I am 1,000. If you don't like it, many people to talk to. Keep it pushing. And I'm very blunt. So with that said, it's just keep it 1,000. It's all about trust. Remember, every relationship in the world, no matter partnership, with your parents, co-workers, it's all about trust. Once the trust is broken, done deal. Love it or hate it, you can try to, go to counseling, do all the good shit, but it's over. I'm sorry to tell you, but take the L. If not, cool, pray to God, change. They're going to change and fix them. Do that. A lot of them did that. And how many times you fall on your face? Took me 39 years of my life saying this. I say I'm 40 now, 18 at heart always, but 39 years old last year when I died. That's why I love my ex really me 1,000. We co-parented, best as, vibe every which way. It's a lot better. Hell of a lot better. And I'm just like, it sounds wild when I say it, but I just walk around this world like honestly, squares and circles, and arcs, call it what it is, and I just love life to the fullest now. I just waiting on the rest of the squad to wake up to be in the same level, so then we're all comfortable with ourselves, Let's all be happier than 3. Yeah, I'd love to get some help in this area. Oh no, yo, whenever I tell you, DM me, I video chat. I talk to a lot of people in this world, man. I love talking. Like. Me, I'm just here with 1,000, so I say it bluntly. Everything I say is bluntly, but it's better to be a blunt 1,000 than to sugarcoat it and then just sell your fake love story or give you fake advice. Like, yo, when a breakup happens, it sucks balls. You're dying, it sucks. I tell my people, it's like, yo, you're gonna die, it's gonna hurt, but here's the positive. I'm vibing with you. The whole squad on TikTok is the best. This is the best platform to vibe people all over the world, so you don't feel alone. And that's the best part. When you go through your breakup by yourself, sure, it's bad, you know what I mean? And it sit on that, and that's the shit, you sit on it. And if you have no one to pick you up when you're down, it's gonna be a long process. My first baby mom, narcissist 1,012 years. Now I know she's 1,000. Lost cause, can't really be fixed. I don't. And here's the kicker: with narcissists, a lot of people, that, M's-wise, they have what bitters, hatreds, and then they're miserable towards the ex, etc. Like it's over. It sucks. Got destroyed. They cheat you. Yes, it does. No one deserves it, obviously not. But now it's to understand why it happened, and for the situation, this progressive situation, and to not let that happen again. That's the idea, quote unquote. Oh, you carried my phone. Man, NGO, you love spamming. Tell me you love spam without telling me you love spamming. NGO, when will go first? Realist. Oh, gracias, 1,000. Someone asked me, can I see your phone? I was like, here, and he said, never mind. Oh, well, no, well, if you worry about this phone, that's what happened. I mean, purposely to call everybody in the world. If you have to worry about this phone, relationship's over. You use the phone correctly, not incorrectly. You know what I mean? So everyone's done the shit on it for the most part, right? But if you're dedicated to your partner, you're dedicated to your partner. And nowadays, lust is everywhere. It's free. It's fuck here on TikTok. Excuse my French, but yo, any female on any stage, any platform, especially in TikTok, and we're like, bra and underwear. A zillion likes getting paid day one. Because why? Sex sells. All day, every day. It's called lust. Lust is a bad day of life, and that's it. That's why. Oh snap! My daughter's calling me. Okay, I'm about to jump off and come back on. I'll be right back, guys. Let me see if I can pause it. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter's here. But I'm saying it. So, but I tell you. So, if you hear me, please let me know. Because when you plug the mic in, sometimes TikTok glitches and you lose the audio. So let me know. To 1,000, right? Yes, love knows no distance. Absolute trust is key. Yes, I mean 1,000. Yeah. He said he loved me first, so I let my guard down. We're supposed to meet 3 times. He has canceled our meets. He hasn't even discussed any you there and time to meet, but calls and chats every day. No, if people want to do something, they will. Oh yeah, mommy, 1,000. No. And with that said, real shit will talk. If he's bailing, like, yo, anybody in this world can make time for anybody in this world if we choose to. Be it physically or on this phone. All day, every day. Our choice. So, now he's going to the hospital, he's dying, something's happening every single time, potentially, then okay, understandable, but, but the tricky part is that, even though he's bailed on you 3 times, whatchamacallit, he paid for my tickets. Well, just be cautious. I mean, like, you gotta, like, tell everybody, yo, real shit will talk, give it 1,000. All I need for the individual is 0-3 minutes. I'm already judging you of your square circle or your emperor, your narc. I'm judging you automatically. In this world, you gotta judge automatically. If not, get soul the dream. Get, fall on your face. Especially relationships. Especially long distance relationships, etc. You gotta know that they are authentically wise. If they're not authentic, then what? They're gonna tell you that what? The fake Roman jet love story. Love bomb you, gaslight you, make your head so swollen. Especially in this phone. Yo, on this phone, you have all the time in the world to respond to anyone you talk to, who you trying to vibe with, like, get to know, etc. Because why? You can type whatever you want, especially if they ask a certain question and you don't know the answer. Google YouTube is your best friend. I can go on YouTube, whatever you ask me, and play stupid, and type that a question you ask me, and someone has a response, and I can do what? I can sugarcoat it, make it feel real good. But here's the situation. Nowadays, for the most part, everyone has to socialize on this phone instead of verbalizing. So if you're not matching the energy, then what? Major red flag. If they're making you feel hella good and hella talkative on social media, aka on this phone, but you talk to them on the phone, video chat, face to face, it's not the same energy, red flag 1,000. They're not being authentic to themselves. They're selling that fake Roman jet love story. And remember, let's keep it 1,000. All relationships, like 99.9%, start with what? Lust, then love. Not narcissists. Narcissists can't love. That's a light broken heart. Then it falls to what? Toxic love. When you're clashing, bumping heads. When they fucking hate each other and going at it for who knows how many days, months, years to be. And then it falls to what? I don't love you. I have love for you. That's when it's over. Now from there, you're gonna see what? Stalemate. You're gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. You give up. I give up. Or do we do it the proper way? Squash is correct, not incorrectly. Some can also say I love you if they don't put it in that work. Someone sorry. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I can tell the whole world I love you. It's just a word, love. Now it's the action. The action speaks louder than words, right? Are they being authentic or just I'm gonna tell you I love you because that's what you want to hear from my mouth. That's the shit. And that's why I tell people you gotta study people as you're talking to them, vibing. Study people. I studied the whole world, man, all day, every day. I tell you, squares, circle. Like Neo in the Matrix, all I see is squares and circles. That's why I have it on me, purposely. It's an analogy of time Seattle 2000, which I did not take into consideration because in the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards, we're not taught about Amsterdam arcs. A lot of cultures aren't talking about that, or taught. I'm sorry. And now we fall on our face many, many times. Why me? I be good with my peoples in middle school, high school, etc., and they do me dirty, talk about me, mistreat me, etc. But they're my peoples. I have no friends. All that corny bullshit. You go to now you go to the real world. Your coworkers, classmates, etc. still giving you shit and grief. Then what? Why me? I'm above his nobody. Try to buy out there, but they're still mistreating me. Still using my money. I give them 1,000 fucking chances and they still do me dirty. Why? Why do I keep giving people a chance when I shouldn't give chances? Because what? Remember, we're on a generative cycle, raised very incorrectly to show everybody love. Give everybody, especially in the religious culture, show everybody love. What? Pray for them. Give them another chance. Like, man, that's what I said to Richard last time. You know, lovers, healers, overthinkers. You think, not know you can fix everybody in the world. That'd be awesome if we could, but here's the best part. Before you can do that, you just need to fix yourself. That's the flaw in us. We're the flaw not knowing. We gotta learn how to fix ourselves. Same energy, both phone and video and snap. Oh, same energy then. What excuse does he have? I'm sorry. He came from the series after 10 days and didn't even mention he missed me. Oh, I'm sorry. That's foul. Says he couldn't call or write because reception was very poor. I'm so empathetic and feel it's a curse sometimes. So with that said, like you see on TikTok, imagine like being an empath is a curse. It's wrong. It's like, it's draining. It is, okay, shut up. It is very draining if no one teaches how Amps and arcs function as an empath. Remember, this is my, so on the dictionaries, aka, you know, Mark talks to counselors, psychiatrists, therapists, empaths, what are they? Lovers, healers, overthinkers. Traditional and definition. My definition I created, what I say, all traditional hurt amp. I was traditional, I was hurt. And then you lost empaths. I'm a 2020 amp. I call everybody out. So with that said, what are you guys? Lovers, healers, overthinkers. What are y'all worried about? Love, time, death. Out of the 5 W's, who, where, why, whom, what's your favorite question in the world? The cherry on top. Why? What's your flaw? What? All M's get offended when I say that. We have a flaw? Oh yeah, like I did. When we take majority of our choices are done with our heart, feelings versus the head, mind, common sense.
Did you get the phone?
It's in the passenger seat in the Suburban.
Suburban?
Yeah. So with that, it's open. Yeah, it's open. So with that said, that's why you do majority your choices with your heart, feelings, instead of mind. Sorry, head, mind, common sense. And that's why it's always clashing. You can go with your intuition, aka your gut feeling. So when like, oh, they cheating, they didn't do me dirty, whatever. Like I should have turned the lights off the car. Nah, I'll be good. Later on, fuck, I should have done it. I never listened to myself. Why? Because we do more joy choice with the heart feelings. Come on, let's go. That's it. Come on, let's go. Hey, chill. Who snap? Sorry. Let me back up my messages. Apologize. You may need to fall back a little and let him move on your own way now. 1,000. Yep, and I tend to overthink too. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Search the last times. The overthinking. So here's the kicker with overthinking. So overthinking, when you're sleeping, you can't sleep. We all say the same shit. I wish I had my head. I had like a light switch or a breaker panel. I could turn that shit off so I can go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. Turn it back on. I can tell I'm overthinking. And then let's say, for example, let's say you go to sleep good, right? And you don't dream. But if you was to record yourself, more likely your body's always moving around trying to get comfortable. But the reason being because you're, even though mentally wise you're not having a dream, you're still overthinking, not knowing, because your body it's not at ease. So that's crazy. But yeah, you don't need to overthink as an empath. You can. Every time I back off, he comes back. I don't. By playing silly game, it is crush. Trust your first intuition, 1,000. Crushing my heart and soul. So don't pay. Yeah, no, exactly. It's called match people's energy. I match the whole world's energy. Like I love my kids. Like my girl can tell you, like Narc traits 1,000 on my kiddos, bringing out of me 1,000. I have 8 kids, right? So with that said, on the weekends the whole squad's here, so it's kind of hard for myself as one individual. Especially being a male and I raised kids, etc. So but that's why it's called co-parenting best as. But I tell my kids, yo, you gotta match energy. You have to match energy. You know, he backs off, you back off. He talks, you talk, etc. Because then what you're doing is you're overthinking. When you start overthinking, now your head's that. For example, ghosting, right? Ghosting, people play you stupid, and they, you know, they just, especially here on phone. Phones that you met their party, you said all that good shit. They ghost you, right? If you pump your head, feel good, and from there all of a sudden, boom, MIA. Then what? Why do you die? Why does it hurt so bad? Well, the reason being because in your head, since you're overthinking, you're like ahead of time, like months, years, like yo, kids, crib, family, and you don't know for a week, 5 weeks, you know, a month, 3 months. Like that's way too much overthinking. And the reason why, because remember, we're lovers and healers, so we believe like, yo, I'm gonna trust this person with everything. That's a flaw. Not knowing. I'm that type of yo, you don't believe me? Mom, dad, bam, whoever raised you, M Snarks, M the narcissist, nothing are fucking flaw. Schools, M Snarks, anything are flaw. Even colleges, same shit. Only if you're not going to what? If you're a counselor, psychiatrist, therapist, they talk about M Snarks, but to a certain extent, they don't focus on it. I talked to a lot of in Seattle. I talked even here on social media, on all the platforms. I talked to a lot of counselor therapists. I tell them, why y'all, you know, you guys don't teach this. Like, yes, you have past pain, trauma, all the good shit, child trauma, understandable, but why don't you elaborate and break it down why it's happening? That's what I understand about you guys. You guys just sit on their feelings and bullshit, but why don't you elaborate why they're going through the feelings? Nobody can fix nobody. I can't fix nobody. No one person can fix you is you. That's it. Simple as that. But why don't you elaborate, you know? Be started and tell him exactly where you stand. If you can't comply, this is your answer. I thought I met someone genuine, and we've both been through shit. Oh, yo, A-Star, Reina, that's the shit. A lot of, remember, I don't sit on narc talk, so with that said, imps. Every imp in the world is broken. Everyone. From like kids, our kids, to teenagers, to high school, to adults. Grandma and grandpa, to his dying breath. Right? So with that said, everyone's broken. So there's a situation, how broken are you? How broken is he? How broken are they? Etc. You gotta determine that best as. And it's all in the conversation. You know, it's all in the conversation. And that's why you have like imps, majority are introverts. As they get comfortable with you, they become extroverts. For me, I've always been like, yo, I started as an introvert. I get comfortable, I'm talking. Now I'm, because Seattle, my real home, etc. You know, I'm extrovert 1,000. I say what I say, I'm not holding back at all. At all, for what reason? I'm going to keep it 1,000, but you even like it, there's the door, keep pushing. I'm not sure I could shit in life, but I just try to simplify it best as so you understand what's going on. I won't be mean to you. I just want to tell you, yo, if these petty words bother you in life, then what? They're just fucking words. That's the shit. I tell my kids, they're just words. Why do the words touch you? Mind, body, heart, soul, and self-love. They're just words. You have to figure out why those words bother you. Typically, as a teenager, adult, etc., even kid, it's our head, our mansion. The doors are painted wide open. Those words bother you because why? It's a trigger from trauma. You know, whoever hurt you, whoever the situation is from that individual, that door, that's the situation. We both are, Beth. We both were both feeling bitter about love and had walls up. Oh yeah, no. Every relationship in life you get in, no matter 1 or 1,000, your walls get higher and higher and higher because you don't want to get destroyed. That shit hurts. Very introverted. It's cool. Hey, nothing wrong being an introvert. You start as an introvert, majority of them are introverts, but when you get comfortable, you start vibing, you'll start, you know, at the markets, I deal with so many introverts. There's a lot of extroverts, most definitely, but the ones that are introverts and quiet, etc., they'll start opening up. Hey, miss, how you doing? How's your day? How's the family? How's life? How's just bullshit with them. From there, just talking more, and then we vibing, you know? And they'll be like, sometimes they'll be like, they apologize, like, sorry I didn't talk a lot in the beginning. I go, no, it's cool, introvert, extrovert. I totally get that, man. Nothing against you, you know, just keep vibing. If you're still waking and working on yourself, then dating isn't a good idea. 1,000, mommy. I'm always forever working on myself. Not forever. The word forever is that's a long minute. In reality, if you just fall back, like, remember, as the overthinking part of the relationship wise, that's where we devour ourselves more. Especially if, you know, long distance relationships, right? Even if you're even next door, they give you the same city, etc. If it's falling apart, it's falling apart, right? Or if they're backing out, they're backing out. Remember, majority of the relationships start with lust. And I tell people, you don't believe me? After TLC happens, typically the male changes. Females can do it too, but mainly for the most part, the males change because they don't show a lot of the feelings, right? So if it's not the same energy at the first time you lay down with each other, then what? What you gonna do about it? Now you know what the deal is. It was lust. They don't even know you. You don't even know them. You're just going by what you've been talking about for a second, and that's about it. That's what me where I was like, oh, I can talk about this. This is easy. I love talking about this because I just keep it 1,000. The ones that will get better about my words because the ones that are doing it, typically males. I call anybody out, especially male, like, yo, what, don't sell a dream. What? Stop selling dreams. If you cannot stay dedicated in a relationship, why are you selling dreams for? Just keep it 1,000. Yo, I can't be in a relationship. I always cheat. I'm broken. I'll just do benefits. Fuck buddy, etc. But I won't be with you because I break it. I promise you I will. And then it's up to her or him if they want to mess with you or not. That's what you gave it for 1,000. Like, cool, I told you I'm gonna break your heart. Let's do it. Then that's their ish, you know? I'm always trying to be my best self. He even admitted he had thoughts of meeting and doing me. Lust. Oh, yeah. Yo, 1,000. 1,000. That's called lust, 1,000, man. Yes, we're humans. We have needs most definitely. But here's a kicker. Lust is a bandit in life. Lust is everywhere. Fuck here on this phone, social media, etc. TikTok. How many males and females you lay down with her on TikTok? Hella, right? These females, they know sex sells, and that's why they'll go live, right? And they work basically nothing. Or they sit in their bed and then show their ass, etc. And then I say nothing to nobody. They're like, a zillion likes, people gifting. Lust. I'm like, dude, yo, get paid. I have nothing against you. Go get paid. But here's the kicker. Like I tell everybody, especially when they're, you know, male, female, you're beautiful, banging solid. Like, yo, you blessed, you have money, you have status, but why are you still broken? Well, if you're not broken, I call everybody. If you're not broken, tell me you and your partner behind the screen, last dying breath. What? Not forever. Fuck forever. That's traditional bullshit. Last dying breath. I don't care if you're 18, 20, 90 years old. I just ask you a simple question. You and your partner, as you speak, behind the screen, you say you're happy and all that good shit. Last dying breath. That's my girl and I tell you, I'm blessed with you. Last dying breath. I made a choice. I can do benefits or do one more time, third time the charm. That's it, you know? My choice. After getting to know me, he said he wanted more relationship with me, yet here I'm still trying to meet. Nah, if he wanted that, he would have. That's why you have difference between wants and needs. If he needed a relationship, he would have been had the relationship. Wants to just selling dreams. I want a lot of shit in life too, most definitely, but do I need it? That's why you have wants and needs, accessories, necessities. You gotta differentiate the difference between both of them. All he's doing is selling you dreams. You know, even if he's matching his energy, all that good shit, why hasn't he met you? You know? Like my girl came up here, I'm trying to get to her, but we talking vibe, and she's like, everybody, in a true, authentic relationship, you're each other's friends, best friends, lovers, porn stars, and what? Therapists. Talk about everything. With no holding back. No holding back. You know, that's why, like, you know, I love our relationship, you know, for sure, 1,000, and myself as an individual. Like, I tell people, you know, if you want to break it down, keep it. I try to simplify it best as and not try to lose you. Because, like, me, that's why a lot of counselor therapists, psychiatrists, married talk, other life coaches don't like the way I speak or the way I think because they're like, yo, it's just black and white. Emerson Narks, they go, yeah, black and white, Emerson Narks. The gray part is the lost empath, black market, mafiosos, gangbangers, racist, etc. Not just because they're racist, you think they're narcissists 1,000? No, it's the way they're raised. If you haven't talked to them, no one likes to take the time to vibe with somebody, understand them. So they just stay the way they are, etc. I mean, I've had so many people that are racist, all like mafiosos and bullshit, grew up with that shit, etc. They're good people but doing bad shit because their environment. If they was to change their environment and fall back on themselves, then potentially they change themselves if they choose to. Like tell people, watch American History X. Perfect example of a racist switching every which way, 1,000. You know? So with that said, as individuals, the whole world is broken. Narcissists 1,000 are codependents of every imp in the world, 1,000 to the last dying breath. To the last stems, we're all codependent of everybody. Why? Because we're raised there incorrectly, the generational cycle. That's why we have all these teens, especially on TikTok, you know. Like, I would say you go like the age of 30 and under. Let's go, keep it 1,000. They're so broken that they don't even know what they are. They be like, oh, they blame this on the parents. They'd be cool. Blaming parents most definitely, but the whole, a shitty child most definitely. Single parents or, both parents. And it sucks most definitely, but here's the kicker. Do you understand your parents? Do you know what their parents are going through? Like, yo, I'm a better father now. That time I love you for leaving me, right? So with that said, I'm a better. Am I harsh with my words? Oh fuck it, my girl could tell you I'm blunt. I don't hold back. But tell my kids, Why am I telling what I'm telling you? I'll tell you what's up with words, and I'll kill you with words, right? Petty ass simple words, but I'm gonna elaborate to why I'm saying to you what I'm saying. What are you doing on your side? That I mean, you know what I mean, halfway is that I'm saying what I'm saying. Like if I want to whoop your ass, I'll whoop your ass if I want to. But I would rather whoop your ass with words, because words stab you in the heart. Now, why am I saying what I'm saying? That's the shit. And I tell everybody, they might actually be like, oh, you just tell our kids that. No, I tell anybody in the world. I don't give a shit who you are. My job is to get you in your feelings. If I got you in your feelings, and your mouth, and my name is your mouth behind the screen, I did my job. Especially you're talking, BS about me and hurt my feelings. I don't die petty words. Even better, because in your head, you're matching. I live in that room rent free. Because now every time you see me, hear me, watch my TikToks, you get bitter, hateful. Fuck this guy. Hey, I did my job. Thank you. Mad love to you. Okay, so my ex still lives with me, our son, and my mother. Cole messed everything up. There's nothing between me and my ex, which this guy knew my circumstance beforehand and was fine with it. We're going to meet a state next to my state. I volunteered to fly to California. Okay, so I used to tell them, which is good. Like their situation was definitely where you have, you live with the ex, all that good stuff. As long as they're understandable and as long as you're keeping 1,000, like yo, there's nothing between us. There's just a situation with the Wu COVID, all that. You give him a heads up. But here's the kicker: he can still, if he can make time, he can make time. That's his choice. I'm trying to like myself. I've been trying to get to my girl. Probably for sure next year. She's coming down soon, so. My situation is, I'm just trying to get everything straight in my life because, like, I did a lot wrong. And financially wise, I wasn't stable because I help other people before I help myself. But now I'm doing better with that. So with that said, that's why it's part of the healing, awakening, woke process to understand your circumstances and to be honest about it. And the idea, remember, as amps, you have to be selfish. We're raised to not be selfish. No, fuck that shit. You have to be selfish 1,000. In this world, you come first and foremost for anybody in this world. That's why, as Tertiary Lost Amps, we're broken. We're so broken that, we don't love ourselves. And that's why I tell everybody, the riddle. I love this riddle, which I probably get somewhere in my body. Remember, my canvas, Tuesday, matter of fact, I'm getting my ink therapy. So I call everybody out, MC Knox, right? I'm going to trigger the whole world to my last dying breath. And I promise you this, the whole world on all platforms will talk about me. Because why? My ink I'm about to get. Because I call my job is to call the whole world out. That's my job, authentically wise, What should I say to him regarding the meetup? Yo, keep it 1,000. Are you gonna come or not? Like, do you want to meet and do you want to pursue this relationship or not? Or do you just want to be a cyber relationship and that's it? It's not about lust at all, man. Don't do it about lust. Just keep it 1,000. That's it. If you can't match your energy and keep it 1,000, no. Even though you say he's doing it, but yo, if he can make time for you, which if he has no kids, etc., then what's his excuse? If he's doing business, etc., like yo, you can make time if you choose to. If you choose to, we can all make time for anybody in this world. Anybody, if we choose to. Our life, our decision. That or we simple. SOS. Stuck on stupid. 1 + 1 = 3. Wrong answer, right? Analogy, metaphors. It's easier to lie, have excuses in life, and blame every other mother for your, for your fuck up, etc. And to be honest, keep it 1,000. Have what? Self-accountability wise. Major difference. And that's why I have my ink on me for a reason. To call everybody out. That's like my kids do today. My oldest. He's like, why do you have that on there? 1 + 1 = 3. That's the wrong answer. I go, correct. I go, you're young for this, but it's an analogy, it's a metaphor. So like I tell you, you want V-Bucks, right? You want Robux to play your games. But you ask me, right? But before you ask me, you don't even look at the house. You and your brother's destroyed. Not really you, it's your brothers, but the place is destroyed. And you only here on the weekends. So, if you was to clean up a little bit, like I told you before, you did your part, then ask me, yo, that's 1 + 1 = 2. I got you. But if you made a mistake with your brothers and you're not helping out, then what? Why even ask me that? That's 1 + 1 = 3. Wrong answer. Don't ask me that question. His kids are grown. His daughter does live with him again now. My son went trick-or-treating earlier. Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. No, he's got a daughter live with him. Most definitely. That's cool as long as, everyone was on both parties get along. Because when you have two parents, you got to do what? The idea is to become one of the, if the idea of the relationship to be as one, like my situation, I got 8 kiddos, right? 7 by blood, 8, and my son, my stepson 8. My girl's got 3, so that's totally 11 kids. So my side, my kids are here and vice versa. We buy best as. That's why you have to do co-parenting best as. And that's why after it gets tricky. After it gets tricky because now you dealing with somebody else's kids. And you can only say so much, but me, I'm just blunt. I tell my girls the same thing, vice versa. We talk about etc. Because everybody in the situation, I tell my ex, your side and your hubs, my side and my girl, etc. We all gotta do co-parenting best as for the kiddos, because the kiddos are the true victims in a toxic relationship. For all the baby mom, baby father, bitter self, that's your issue. Now I'm sorry, we went through that shit and it sucked. Did we deserve it? No, we did not. But we understand why we went through, and that's the shit. You gotta understand it. If not, then what? Stay bitter, stay hateful, stay miserable. And you moved on, they moved on, but you're still bumping heads. And the kiddos see that shit. That's why the kiddos suffer with what? Childhood trauma. I tell my kiddos, I'm sorry for a lot of things I've done, but I'm talking to you more now. I elaborate to you every which way. That's why I make etc. So I'll keep it 1,000 with your best ass. So you make it in this world a lot better than I did. A lot better than the whole world did, etc. Because no one really talks about Emerson Rocks, especially Spanish cultures, other cultures. TikTok number one platform. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. No one knows who you are dating. His daughter knows of me, but not as his girlfriend. Just as TikTok friend. Okay. Yeah, the least amount trauma to the kids, the better agree. Oh no, 1,000. That's why a lot of like which I will do with TikTok. Stitch is female. She's do co-parenting with her ex, but she gets emotional about which she has the right to a certain extent. Doing the co-parenting part when she takes the kids with her ex. The whole holidays get in there, etc. Then they get in the feelings. Like I tell her, in time it takes. You can do better once you learn how to love yourself and work at yourself, go in the healing process, and the awaken, eventually become woke in the matrix, Neo in the matrix. Then those feelings won't get to you, because now, as long as your ex is a decent person, as an amp, they're doing their part, and that's it. That they have to be co-parenting best as, but with that said, you can only speak on your behalf, and that's it. If they're being bitter and bullshit, like me, I stab everybody in the heart. Like, you're being bitter, like, yo, like, actually, we're doing good, right? But before she'll give me grief, like, any type of thing, she'll say, certain things, I should be like, my first baby mom was a narcissist. I'd be like, if you have nothing positive to say to me, keep it about the kids. Keep it about the kids. If you can't keep it about the kids, then don't say nothing at all, Co-parenting is challenging and can be very sentimental. 1,000. That's like my first baby mom, like, which I'll start doing more TikToks about, on the narc side. Like, yo, she used the kids every which way. Like, female narcissists, especially when the kids are involved, vindictive as hell, man. Vindictive, man. Like, our daughters went through so much. It's retarded. Like, that's why when I say this stuff, just because the female has the kid doesn't make you a mom. That's why females get a phone and say that, like, what? You have the kid most definitely, but here's the kicker: you're an emperor, an arc. You're just the female having a kid, and that's it. You're gonna use that. You're gonna make that kid's life so miserable. So on top of that, you're gonna use that kid for your advantage, because you like the kid. You don't love the kid because you don't know how to love. The only reason why you have any type of idea of love is because movies, books, you observe other imps, but you can't love. Because if you can love yourself, something, then you can work on yourself, but you can't. I know some narcissists. They're everywhere, man. They just like. Thanks to TikTok, that's why the only reason why I'm TikTok, because, my nephew, etc. I was on Facebook. But on Facebook, once again, Facebook, I have it on me. Facebook, IG, Twitter, Snap, they talk about it, but not really. It's not the topic. It's all bullshit ass, fake ass life, fake drama. Everyone taking their pictures and, footage of them happy with their partners, but in reality miserable as hell, because the next day they're posting, or the week, month, they're posting about, I dislike my partner. All their bullshit. And with that said, then what? that fake lie. Like, meanwhile, I'm now myself authentically 1,000. They put down their own kids. How can you do that? Oh no, yeah, a lot of them, narcissists do that for sure. That's their job because they're miserable. A narcissist, like for example, the word karma, right? Today's speaking, why we think, we're talking karma. Like, someone does you dirty, karma will get them, quote unquote. I don't go by traditional ways. True karma, 1,000. It's all for the narcissist, because they are their own karma to the last dying breath. Why? Like I tell every emperor narc, who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. That's the riddle. A narc, they die with that. I stab in the heart, and that riddle, they die with it. Because why? They hate the mirror. They hate themselves. End of story. They won't ever learn to love themselves. That's why they hate. That's why I'm actually, I'm gonna get that pretty on Tuesday, matter of fact, 2 days from now. Get my therapy, do a little TikTok about it, and then I won't go live till like Friday or Saturday because I gotta work at night. I'm a swing shift. But anyways, that word hate is for Narcissist 1000. Traditional last stand, we use the word not knowing. That's a narc trait center that hate somebody. When you have hatred, bitterness to somebody a lot, hella, that's a narc trait coming out of you. Everybody in the world, everybody has narcissist trait. Doesn't make you a narcissist. On TikTok, which hey, which is cool. The M-Talk, they're talking about it, right, and they're vibing about it most definitely. But the situation is they sit on it way too much. Anyone that does anything negative shit to you, narcissist. The sun's in my eye, the narcissist. The cat just scratched me, narcissist. You yelled at me, narcissist. Like, bro, no, it doesn't work that way. Narc traits coming out of you because it's negative, shit coming out your mouth. Yes, that's a narc trait. Anything that's negative, narc. Anything that's positive, amp. Very simple, man. Heck, they're running rampant on TikTok. Hell yeah, 1,000. And that's why a lot of narc creators don't like me too much, because the way I speak, the way my terminology, my analogy, the way of thinking. But once again, like I tell people, keep it 1,000. You don't worry about likes, follows, all that good shit. If you believe in what you believe in, keep saying what you're saying. No matter if you have 0 followers, 0 likes, it doesn't matter. Your TikTok, your IG, your Facebook, your platform. Vibe with the world. My situation, especially in Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards, I'm not supposed to talk about that, especially being a male telling a female story. No, I broke every traditional shit. I guess my family tried to give me shit in the beginning. Like, I tell them, yo, if you don't like it, follow me on social media, unfollow me. How hard is that to do? Oh my god, life's so fucking hard. Anything with this phone, unfollow, like, block, uninstall the app. Life's so hard, right? Face to face, I'm out here in Little Mexico. They're coming at me like, yo, you don't gotta talk to me. I don't need you in my life. I don't need nobody in my life. I just need positive M's that are healing like I'm healing. If you don't like it, there's a door, keep pushing, kick rocks. But I'm your family, cousin, I'm your boy, and you have nothing positive to say, you give me shit. I won't stop saying what I'm saying at all. Or you're ink stupid. I go stupid to the people that understand it, yes. And it doesn't hurt my feelings. But this is actually a story. It's the anti-life relationship why we suffered. And that's why by next year I'll be done with my ink. That's what I need to be done with my ink. Because all the things that I say, the riddles, love, hate, etc. I'm using my canvas, my body, to tell a story for everybody. Any part of the world I go to, they see me, etc. They be like, yo, what's up with all that? I had the story. And I just small talk, elaborate. And they'll vibe with it right away because they know what's up. Even if I tell me, yo, you don't have to use empathy, narcissist, God, the devil. All you have in this world, in the dictionary, is right and wrong. So whatever word, right, wrong, yin, yang, positive, negative, whatever word you want to use, it's still going to come back to positive, negative, no matter what word you in the dictionary. So if you don't like what I'm saying, keep pushing. Do the entertainment world. Party, kick it, do the less, sell your body, show the world, show the world your body. Get paid. But I don't want to hear your feelings. Yeah, like all these movie stars, rap artists, etc. Yo, you got money and status, everything, but you're still broken. I mean, I'm blunt. I tell them on the TikToks, money, status, fame. Look at your numbers. I'm a little guy, I ain't shit to you. But why are you broken? I'm broken? If you're not broken, then why are you struggling in life? Why are you going through your emotions if you're not broken? And here's the kicker, how broken are you? You got status, you got fame, cool. You don't worry about financial issues. You're blessed, awesome. But what about you? What about your mind, heart, soul, self-love 1,000? That's what you need to work on. My page, I preach love and kindness. Oh no, yeah, it's amps. That's always a show love and respect, It's hard to turn family members away, but you can't sacrifice. Oh no, in life we gotta make sacrifices. 1,000. Like me, I made a decision last year, I let my ex leave me. I was still on my, I have her right there. My ex's name, my leg on 88 days, my 10, my light workers, right? So as I was heated, I didn't have to go on Facebook Live and talk about snarks, how people function in relationship shit, self-accountability. I had to talk none of that. I could have stayed quiet, healed, right, and be selfish. I kept that shit for myself. In this world, it's highly impossible, like highly impossible. I'm the only one saying what I'm saying. Especially being a Neo woke in the Matrix, every which way. Highly impossible. Out of all the races and cultures in the world, it's highly impossible. I'm the only one saying to the T. There's gotta be other Neos in this world that understand what I'm saying to the fullest. that are, you know, fully blessed 1,000. Like me, mine aren't taking time with my kids. My girl can tell you, my people can tell you. Because why? I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, yo, why you keep messing up? Your generation? The phone. I tell my kids, go on YouTube. Is not cleaning the house right or wrong? Why the parents, you know, grounded, etc. Does the parent want to ground you? I go, all the questions you're asking in your head, you got it. You're born with this phone, man. When you have kids, should be the Jetsons by then. So what's your excuse in life? So I tell you, I'm blunt. Nobody in the world has excuse in life for the most part. Because if you don't know the answer to your question, YouTube it. Someone did more like your video. If not, Google. I bet you, I promise, there's hella forums. But now you gotta do what? Study and read, vibe, use your brain a little bit, you know. But that's why me, I sacrifice a lot, right? So me and Mike, so once again, I'm a computer technician, so I'm a doctor. So like a lot of people are gonna say computer, like, oh, you're IT guy. No, I'm not IT. IT is like your networkers, your coders, etc. You're a freaking Best Buy guy, etc. They tell you like if they either can keep it 1,000 with you, tell what's wrong with your computer, or they tell you, oh, you're like traditional. If anywhere they tell you your computer is slow because your RAM. A fucking gimmick. Nope. But if you don't know about computers, you would believe them because they work for Best Buy, computer shop, etc. And you need to pay $80 to $200 to quote unquote replace the RAM because it's faulty, because it's slowing down the computer. No, RAM works, it doesn't work. So I'm a computer technician, I'm the doctor. I can tell you today what's wrong with the computer, not tomorrow. It's easy. Now I'll tell you what's wrong with the computer. We need to buy. If you choose to, I'll give you all your options. Very simple to work on a computer. I can teach anybody in the world. So with that said, I'm gonna sell you a dream. Give me that 1,000 with you. You know, and I don't charge nothing to look at it. Your choice to fix it, not to fix it, but at least I told you what's wrong with it. Now what do you do about it? Fix it or not fix it. That's it. So that's why me-wise, before I did what I did last year, before I got my gig, etc., all of my story, etc., one of my people here locally, you know, she was helping me, you know, I would help her do her work, computer work for her shop, etc. And she even told me, like, yo, the stuff you're talking about, you know that you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Your idea was to be the computer guy. You're becoming that. Your little dream is saying, everyone comes to you because no one touches your prices, like you said, right? But when you're about to do is talk about your relationship, etc., put yourself out there for the world, and here's this little Mexico. You know they're going to blackball you, right? You're going to lose them all because that's like, here little Mexico, that's like shit, 95% of your customers. So you really sacrifice your little dream of becoming the computer guy and then or stay quiet, like, nah, I give no fucks. Like, I know I'm shooting myself in the foot, but do I care? No. It's called you make sacrifices in life. I don't care. I can always do computers. I can teach anybody in the world how to do computers. So I'm not gonna stop for $1. Fuck the dollar. So I'm gonna stay humble because $1? No. I stay humble for myself. Because I'm, once again, not a survivor, not a warrior, not a victim. I'm just telling a story. Forewarning you. Heal you, guide you, support you, uplift you, forewarn you, show you love. But I can't fix you. No drugs, no alcohol, no psychiatrist, pills, counselor, the cherry top, not even God can fix you. That's where the religious people get, what? Not even God? No. If God can fix you, then the world will be fixed. Yes or no? But it's not, right? God gave us free will if you believe in the higher power. That's why cartoons. The devil and the angel and shit, that's God and the devil. There you go. When you do good, God will say, what's up? Let's do this. When you do bad, that's the devil. That's narcissists, the devil all day, every day. God potentially tries to talk to them, but yo, that's the devil's disciple. They can't be fixed. Like me, I won't be rude or bitter towards an arc any which way. I'll talk to them about with them. I'll elaborate to them how they function. But with that said, there's nothing more, nothing less than that. I can't change it, you know. Oh, did I say, mommy? I'll be here. And with that said, Church of Last Stamps, we have narcissist traits. I'll sit there and elaborate to you. Like when you're doing wrong, I'll just elaborate to you why were you doing. So why? So you can understand what you're doing wrong, and the idea is not to keep doing the same thing with that. Because, for example, in relationships, right, when they say the traditional way, you know, like we're taught, one's a player, I was a player, one's a cheater, I was a cheater, one's a liar, I was a liar, right? So with that said, traditional sayings, that's what that same individual, that's your ex or your partner now, if they cheat on you once, they're going to cheat on you again. Always. With you. Why? Because you allowed them to. Not knowing. You gave them another chance. So that, yo, I got a little warning. I got a pink slip. So I can, maybe not cheat now, but maybe a year or 2 years from now, I can do it again. He or she give me another chance. If you do that a second time, oh yeah, trauma bond. You're the safe house, man. And that's why, that's when you see him doing it, then what? Oh, that's not true as far as cheating or as far as lying or as far as player, etc. If you can elaborate, please. And if you ever want to jump live, yo, you can jump in the mix. I love talking. It's easy. But that's it. That's that people. That's why I have, like, and then on top of that, you have to study the person before you actually become a relation to understand what they are, who they are. If they are this authentically wise, or they're little play fair and bullshit, male, female, And that's why you gotta be cautious. If not, you're gonna sell yourself a dream again. How many times in your lifespan do you want to fall on your face with partners by your side? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Like, how many times do I want to die? Because AMs, remember, we're lovers of healers. We're hard in our sleep and all that shit. So if I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm with you, give you my all, quote unquote. Me personally, I did it. I did 80-20. I did 80, a concept I created, which I believe a lot of them potentially might do this. I see it on TikTok quite here and there, but I haven't really watched their videos. But me personally, with my first baby mama, nurse that thought destroyed me, I made this concept, which was 80-20. So I told the female, check out. You can dig me, we dig each other, etc. But I'm just letting you know today, I'll give you 80% of my heart. What? And they'll be like, what? Why 80? 20 I'll keep around. Like, when I'm comfortable with you and I'm ready to give you my all, I'll give you the 20. Yeah, they would get offended most definitely. But I tell them, you don't have to vibe with me. You can keep pushing. I'm just letting you know, I'm hurt. My walls are high. Like, if you do me dirty, get him cheek, etc., it'll hurt, but not as bad. People make mistakes and make poor decisions. Oh, very true, very true. But with that said, why? 90% of our choice, not a narcissist. Narcissists are broken to last dying breath. I don't sit on our talk. I sit on M talk. Why do we do that? Abrami, premeditated. It was premeditated. That's why we thought about it. 10% is when we rage out, and when a narcissist comes out of the trait. For example, you're not a bad person, right? You're not a bad partner, but your partner keeps bugging you. They keep pushing your red buttons. Keep poking the bear, keep poking the bear, keep moving. Then finally you pop the fuck off and you punch him. You actually physically hit him. That's called reactive abuse, right? Because you allow that word to get to you, etc. But it's still called reactive abuse. So you're not a narcissist, but your narc traits came out of you. That's a 10% of you when you flash. AKA, people are like, I just like people on bipolar. No, you're fucking not. If you're not a narcissist, you're not bipolar. That's the most stupid shit in the world. No. You're not bipolar. A narcissist is bipolar. A narcissist is multiple personalities. Why? Because that's every M that they destroyed, devoured. They took all the positive traits. Oh, I'm Joanne, I'm Tyrone, I'm Tamika, whatever the fuck name you want to use. That is every M that destroyed and copied. They mirrored all the positivity-wise. Because they're trying to act nice, but they can't be nice. Broken, like, to last dying breath, I try to ignore, yes, but yeah, been there. Oh yeah, we all have been there for sure. I try to ignore and they push and push. Oh, most definitely. And that's why you have to be cautious with that, because why? The purpose of doing to put Narcissist 1000, that's a job to trigger you. Because why? They're broken. Every single all narcs in the world are robotic. Broken to last dying breath, can never be fixed. Because why? Their own karma. They won't love themselves. They can't. Highly impossible. With that said, to the last steps, we do the same shit. Remember, I can love bomb you, I can gaslight you, so that fake remember your love story, make your head so swollen. Damn, he makes me feel good. Then I can do what? Be verbally abusive and physically abusive, like Max and 9. I'm the verbal abuser. I can kill anybody with words. Anybody with words. They're just fucking words to me. I speak my mind 1,000. If these words touch you, whose problem? Am I the problem? Are you the problem? Or is the words the problem? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Me, I'm just talking and vibing. I keep it 1,000. If I stab you in the heart, I did my job. Now what are you gonna do to fix it? Narcissist, you can't fix that. Amps, you can, but that's you. Why did that word bother you? Because in your head, that's what. Simple as that. Your head, your mansion, the doors of pain are wide open. Because that's a trauma trigger. Anytime words trigger you and bother you from an individual, is it the individual? Is it the word? If it's the word, which typically is the word, then, especially for example, there's two scenarios. If it's the word, then that's in your head, your mansion, it's a trigger from your past, exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and the cherry on top, child trauma, right? But let's say if it's individual, if it's the same individual, it's because of that same individual. They bother you because that's your partner, that's your cousin, that's your coworker, etc. You don't have to be nice to everybody. You can be cool and humble with them, but you don't got to talk to them every which way. Just keep it short. Coworkers, how you deal with toxic coworkers? Keep it simple. We don't get along, right? You talk your trash, let that be. Words don't bother me, but with that said, at work, keep it about work. You can say, what's up, hi, how you doing as the kids? Cool. I'm cool with that, but don't ask me about my life. What am I doing this weekend? No. Ask everybody else around us but me. Thank you. Keep it humble. I already know what's going on, I have heard of love bombing. Love bombing is very simple. Love bombing is basically like, for example, for the most part, everyone love bombs. Emps are narcs. Narcs do it 1,000 because that's what they do to sell you that fake romantic love story. They gotta get your head swollen, right? Emps do the same shit. You know, you're beautiful, I love the way you look, I've never met someone like you, and so on and so on. They're making your head so swollen, you're floating like fucking, like Cloud 9 type of shit. But you have to be careful because when it feels good most definitely when someone compliments you and you're telling you all this beautiful shit what you want to hear in your ear, especially when you've been in a lot of toxic, broken relationships. It makes you feel hella good. The downfall is with the love bombing on Emps and Narcs. Narcs is gonna sell your dream 1,000. Once again, I'm not saying Narc talk. They're broken, etc. With that said, we can do the same shit. Rachel last time. I can sell any female. I'm with my girl now. Like I tell her many times. You know, we talking about every which way. I'm a socialist. I'm an extrovert 1,000. I can lay down with a zillion girls if I want to easily, if I wanted to, if I choose to. Females, I'm not being rude, but females are so easy to read. It's a simple conversation can evolve to boom, a snowball effect. Start with small talk and boom, now we're talking about everything in life, and you don't even know me from atoms. Why? A conversation. Why? Because you get comfortable. So with that said, that's my choice. The one they just cut off. When they cut you off, that's when they ghost you. That's when it hurts. But why does it hurt? Because you overthought the situation. That's when they love bomb you, everything is triggered. Now you're thinking like kids, household, child in the fucking world. Yeah. And then when they cut your ass off and they ghost you, you die. That's what I tell people. You be very cautious and observe the people. And with that said, you know, keep working on yourself. Keep working on yourself. If you don't work on yourself, then what? What's gonna happen with you? You're gonna crash. How many times in life do you want to fall on your face with relationships? Or you do what a lot of us did as far as Emps. You go through what? You go complacency, 1,000. Or what you call it, you go where your narc traits come out. Fuck it, they did me dirty. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Either, you know, two wrongs to make it right. They cheated, I'm gonna cheat. Cool. I dealt with so many buddies and shit. I even heard on social media too. I'm like, so you're still together. So she cheated first, he cheated first, and you tell me, cool, we want to be together as a couple. Then I'm gonna cheat, do my thing, to be even. Like I go, two wrongs to make a right. You know that, right? So now with that said, they cheated, you cheated. So now you're quote unquote even. So now you're in the relationship. Hey Erica, how you doing again? Whatchamacallit, now you're in the relationship again. So now you're both of you, when you have situations, you're gonna bring each other's past in the situation again. Why? Because you never let go. It's over. Kyo, Serena. With that said, then what? Toxic relationship. And a lot of us have done that. Trust me, I've been there, done that. And it sucks because why? The trauma bond. Or you're used to them. It's called codependency. You're used to them, you know? It's never even Stevens. Oh, no, nah. Exact. With the word never, like, the word never, like, I just like the word never. It's like, it's a jinx. Like, for example, like, my ex, she told me, I love her for leaving me. Like, she told me, like, I never thought I'd cheat. So I thought you don't use that word. Never is a jinx. I'm never gonna cheat, gonna cheat. I'm never gonna drink, gonna drink. I'm never gonna be mean, gonna be mean. Use the words, you know, I won't ever cheat. I'll avoid, I won't. Any word but never. Never is a jinx. Whatever you use it for, I promise you this, to slap in the face. And don't defy logic. You defy logic by using the word never. That's what I mean. Don't defy logic. And I didn't create logic. Logic was created by Adam and Eve. If you want to talk about, you know, keep it 1,000, actually it was created by, you know, God and the devil, Lucifer, etc. Yep, I've never said never and I don't anymore. Yeah, no, exactly. When we were young, we were raised, remember, everyone's stuck in a generational cycle. No matter what color you is, where you come from in part of this world, you know, as Emps. Well, if you believe in religion, you know, you pray for your people, whoever do you dirty, give them chances. Everyone does the same shit as Emps, man. And that's when the people do us dirty, then what? Blame ourselves. We'll guilt ourselves that maybe we did something wrong. That's when in our heads, what we're thinking the situation, we break it down like, what could I have done better? What I did wrong? Like, nah, if you did your part 1,000, it wasn't you, it was them. But you cannot speak on their behalf. You can guide them, hold them, but you can't fix them. You can't change them. Only they can. And that's the shit as Emps. We go through that so many times in our lives, man. Like me, all the time I'm telling you, no books, no YouTube, no counseling, no therapist, no psychiatrist. I have my 10 Emps, you know, my light workers. For 88 days, they're my therapist. I can talk to him, vent about my ex, etc. Going through my feelings, all the good shit. For 80 days, they told me, you know, you gotta vent, say what you gotta say. As you heal, you speak a lot less about her. You skip sentences. That's because you're healing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing every time I talk to you. First and hardest step, you gotta let it go, man. I know it shit hurts. Can't get love back, can't get time back. But if you choose to, you can take it back. A lot of us did. Take it back. But it's gonna be the next time you find face, there's a hell of a lot more. Then on top of that, trust is broken. The relationship you said 7 years is shit, right? Toxicity. So why do it? Because the kids? Fuck tradition. Like, no, because why? Because codependency? No, just do it because, you know, if you didn't do it, you're gonna find face. It sucks, it hurts, most definitely, but this is part of the healing process. No one said the healing process after a breakup is easy. It is not painful. You have to say, you know, love hurts. No. Toxic love hurts 1,000. Pain hurts 1,000, but not love. Love is pure love. Oh, hello, how you doing, Kirk? Hey, Kirk, how you doing? How's your night going? How's the family? Happy Halloween. How's your health? But I tell you, like, you know, love doesn't hurt at all. Like, for example, this is my metaphor. For my first baby mom, Nurse 1,000, it says, love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. At the time being, when I made that metaphor up, you know, 100% love doesn't hurt. 1,000, that's how it's. You know, sorry, I speak Spanish, English, etc., Spanglish. But with that said, you know, at that time with my baby mom narcissist, because why? Even Bobby, my tattoos, asked me, like, hey, you know, we was doing it, he's like, what does that mean? You know, love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. I go, well, think about it. You know, and not know what I know now. Love is good, most definitely, but when you go through a breakup, you know, I'm sure it's bad, right? Because, you know, you want to move on in life and potentially have another partner with somebody else and be in a relationship. And the potential have a good relationship, the downfall, you still have this love for your ex. Even though you know this shit, they're garbage, they want to help you, it sucks, but you can't get rid of it, right? It's not a light switch. That's why it hurts, because you sit on that. You know, like, we could have potentially been in a lot of relationships, or better relationships. The downfall is, your relationship, while you still think about your ex, that's a no-no. Also, guys, need to stop using my sadness to get closer to me. What kind of guy do you think that is? Oh, very well said. And the reason being is this. That's why males, for the most part, you know, they don't really show a lot of emotions. They're doing better with it now. But with that said, remember, when you're emotionally down, females, you have more to offer physically, right? So with that said, they're gonna come at you because of lust. And then with that said, narcissists, remember, and then here TikTok, the Narc Talk, Narc Talk, etc., that family, all that good shit, the squad, obviously the narcissists will pick you up, you know, they'll go after you when you're emotionally down. To show her last stands, we all have narcissist traits also. We'll do the same shit. So when you're emotionally down, we want to pick you up, because remember, all children last stand, we're lovers and healers, aka fixers. So we see you emotionally down, going through a breakup, a death, something happened, a tragedy to you where you're down. We want to heal you and guide you, pick you up, etc. The downfall is, you know, we put ourselves in your shoes, right? So we want to make you feel good. The thing is, if we're both broken, and it depends on whose level, etc. is, as far as from 0 to 1,000, then we want to, you know, potentially be with you. Like, maybe if I be with her, I'll pick her up and make her feel good, right? Because I'm more healed than you are. The situation is, if I'm still broken from the past situations, then what? That's why in the amp world, hurt people. Narcs 1,000, yes, they hurt everybody. That's why I dislike it on TikTok. They be like, you know, narcs. That's why narcs, you know, hurt amps, and that's why hurt people. Like, correct traditional bullshit saying no. Scratch the narcs that they're broken. Don't worry about them. Let them be. Forget about them. Us, every traditional lifestyle in this world is broken. But how broken are you? That's the situation. That's what you have to figure out yourself. How broken am I? How broken am I? This person to be that I'm digging, liking, etc. If we're both broken, it's not. I promise you, there's gonna be all the odds are against you. That's why I don't defy logic. You can defy logic. I tell people, if you're in a relationship, you're already in it. Cool. But now the idea is to do what? Elaborate, talk about it. Both sides. That yo, I'm still doing my ex and vice versa. My trauma, child trauma, etc. But we don't fold. Keep it 1,000. We do not leave. You know. And if it gets to that point, you have to. Then what? You're gonna destroy somebody. That's gonna suck bad. And that's why I tell people, my belief is this: you fall back, go through the healing process, awakening, and then eventually become, at least become on the awakened part, because then you understand then you understand what you are. Then you understand how people function. Now you're not 1,000, but you're like 800, 900. Your walls are down, but your standards are hella higher. So like, yo, you broken. I'll talk to you. I'll vibe with you, but you're broken. Like what? I won't be with you. Like I'm 1,000. You're 200, 300. I'm not gonna be with you. I'm sorry. No, I won't be mean to you. We used to talk and vibe every which way, but surpassing that negative, you know. Yes, they will try to do that because they want to make you feel safe. 1,000. He told me that he is still in love with his ex. Red flags. 1,000. Oh, he told you that? Over. Keep it humble. Talking. No more. Anything that passes boundaries against you, like yo, hey, you know, you say you look nice, but anything like you look beautiful and try to love bomb you, all that good shit, like yo, no. Especially when they tell you that yo, they still love their ex. No, I promise you this scenario: you take him, you accept him, you're partners, right? He told you loved his ex. This is exactly what's gonna happen. He's waiting for his ex, right? That situation for the most part, it's not. I'm not gonna do that. Traditional lifestyles, stands, we do that because why? We're using people as rebounds. We're trying to fix what's up with the body by our side. But since we still have love for our ex, the opportunity X wants to give us a chance, we're running. We'll take that shit all day, every day. And I'm with you. I got kids, family. I'm going back to my ex. Why? I was waiting for the opportunity. So you're basically the rebound. Don't destroy yourself. I promise it's gonna hurt. Stay away from me. Then I told him, yo, high five, that's yo. You can definitely just say, keep it humble. Don't pass the boundaries. Yo, you love your ex? You still there working yourself. You're still broken. Stab in the heart. I tell everybody, yo, you're broken. But how broken are you? What do you do to fix yourself? People are like, that's mean. I'm like, do you want me to sugarcoat it? Say you're okay? Life will get better? No, you're fucked for a minute. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's okay. We talking and vibing. I'll elaborate with you. How's your head doing? That's everybody. How's your head? How's you feeling? How's your heart? You know? If you're broken, then it's not time for a relationship. Even though, yes, it'd be good to have a positive partner by our side, but the thing is, yeah, if you don't know about amps and arcs, how that functions to the fullest, you'll get soul to dream again, and once again, you'll fall on your face. And how much more time do you want to waste the next individual to be? I don't know how many partners you have in your life, 0 to 1,000. Me, I did, for lots of relations. My first been around 12 years, three daughters. My second ex, the mother of my kids, I have respect for her. With four boys, but blood, my stepson 5, 7 years. So between 2 females, that's 8 kiddos, 19 years of my life. Between 2 females, I had like two small relations in between. Then I did my little whole phase, aka benefits, body happy, etc. for 10 months, etc. Because why? I was trying to fill a void from my ex, my first baby mom. And which sucks. That's how you destroy other people, hurt people. Should be safe and use your intuition 1,000, mommy. Anyone that's still anything with ex in your person, yep. Oh, Steph, shit. What up, Steph? You okay? Dice? Welcome to the live. Yo, what's up? How you been? I told him I really wished you told me this in the beginning. Oh yeah, see that's the foul part. Real shit, 1,000. Like that is the shit that it bothers me about people. Like especially amps. Like yo, you broken? You're broken, right? It sucks. It hurts most definitely. But if you still have feelings for your ex and why you, because I understand. Yes, we have needs. We start liking other people because we see the good in them. Most definitely. The downfall is you're still loving your ex. You're about to sell someone else a dream, so that's why now you're telling somebody, you're making them feel good, you're vibing and chopping it up, you catch your feelings, but you're still loving your ex. Now, this person that potentially wasted the time on you, not willing, etc. You just all you had to say is, yo, like I like you, but I still love my ex, man. Like I'm trying to get over her. Keep it 1,000. You can still be friends, talking, potentially be friends, talking, vibe it up. But at least you tell me in the initial what's going on, so they don't be, let on and like a month, 2 months later, like, oh shit, by the way, like I like you, I'd love to be with you, but so I still love my ex. Like damn, we been talking for 2 months, we vibing, going out and chilling, all that good shit. If you get to that point to tell me this, like I could have been, potentially somebody else, or let's say you're talking to others and you shut them all down, cause to focus on him or her, and that's it. Now they dropped this, I'm still in love with my ex, like, shit. Here we go with that, People will not tell you who they are, but people will always show you who they are. 1,000, mami, ya sabes. It was like you, they said. How's the kiddo, how's life? How's Michigan doing? Well, my side, everything's good, my kiddos are good. They still thought me crazy, I love them to death, but they bring the narc out of me 1,000, because I got 8 kids, and Yeah, that's that people slow down with kids. Take your time, you know. I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry, I'm having an emotional moment. Oh no, you good. You good. If you want to talk about it, you can elaborate it most definitely. Thanks for the advice. I really appreciate. Oh no, Eric, most definitely no. Everyone is on my TikToks and it's actually like my TikTok. By the time it's our TikTok, we talking vibe. I'm a little person, but once again, I don't care about like numbers and that. Eventually, the days I'll get more recognition, but it's not about the recognition. It's just to help the other people, the amps, to understand what they are, right? So with that said, I make all my TikTok lives for the most part. As long as TikTok allows it, the servers don't crash. I upload all of my lives onto my YouTube channel. If you go to my bio on TikTok, you'll see my channel. So I always talk about this on all my platforms, especially my lives, because it's a broken record to me, but I love what I talk about. I love. That's the type of people. Whatever you believe in, whatever you love, give it your all. Don't hold back. A lot of on our platforms they get if you're a small person they get discouraged because in their head they want to become famous and shit on social media. Like that's cool if you do, but if you don't, then what? Stop posting and stuff because you didn't make it that big. Nah, just keep doing what you're doing. Pump out your content. Me, like I'm a little person compared to if I want to become famous on TikTok, what would I do? Every TikTok would be what? The narcissist, the narcissist, the narcissist, the narcissist. Every TikTok would be the narcissist. No, like the narcissist is a bad person, yes, but don't forget about us. We have narc traits also, and that's like in the movies, the flicks. They're like, yo, like the bad guy's like, yo, we do our job, right? We do our job. We destroy, we kill, we pummel all the good shit, right? But then they forget about their own peoples. Talking about the imps, you got bad people in your squad too, which are the traditional last step with narcissist traits, gangbangers, mafiosos, dirty cops, etc., like that. They're not a narcissist, but the narc traits are on the higher more than the imp side. Right? Yeah, be very cautious. Just thinking back over Rev. Hey, brother, love, and power to you. Oh, hey. Hey, Norberto, how you doing? Man, I love and respect you also. Hey, Team M, Team Spirit all day, every day. 1,000, ya sabes. Everything I've done for him. Written endless poems, made TikToks about him. It's okay to know. That's, remember, if you doing, remember, like me, everybody has their own talent, I guess you could say, in the positive wise. Me personally, I'm a socialist. I can talk to everybody. Like I would love to be a poet or a singer, artist, etc. Like I don't know how to do that. Like I don't have I guess a talent for that. But I'm a socialist. I can talk whatever subject, drop it. Let's roll with it. Let's have fun, And with you, if you're writing poems, etc. So that's what I call, hashtag, poetry therapy. Anything you use is therapy because why? As a poet, analogy, metaphors, you could do a lot with that. You touch people's mind, body, heart, soul, everywhere shape because they put themselves in your shoes, what you're going through, and that's beautiful as hell. And from that wise, you get the shit out your head because remember, your head's your best friend and your worst enemy. If you keep everything bottled in, then what? That's bad for you. That's very unhealthy because if you stay quiet and build the fuck up, right? It don't matter if it's your partner. Let's say you're having a bad day, like the movies, and you go to work and your coworker just says hi to you. You just punch him. The last person to say, the next person says anything to me, I'm gonna pop off. Because why? You're exhausted, you're tired, you're mentally tired. And now you're just tired of it. And now you just do the reactive abuse. Now you look like the bad person. How does a good person look like a bad person? Reactive abuse. But yeah, as far as poems, don't stop. That's your therapy, And with that said, in the beginning, it's like that. As you evolve and work on yourself, understand why it happened, and you're selling your dream, then you work on yourself. Fall back. I know it gets lonely, but here's the best part. Nothing's wrong with being alone. The loneliness would beat you up is why? Because you miss your ex, or the person you're vibing with by your side, or on the phone, etc. Because you was vibing, you was good, but they sold you a dream. If your exes, I promise this, you don't want to hear it, but you gotta hear it. You don't need it by your side. The reason why the loneliness beats you up is because you're watching time. You're watching time. Sun's coming down. Oh shit, here's the emotions. As I always play love songs in the back. So me personally, I love listening to love songs, depressional songs, suicidal songs. It sounds crazy when I say it, but I love it because to me it's beautiful music. Why? I understand it to the T. That person that went through it, because a lot of us went through it. Because why? We had no one to support, etc. at the time being. So now we're in the feelings. And that's how I tell people, like, yo, if you can listen to any love song, etc., without having no, like, you can think about your ex in a positive way, like, yeah, now I know we fell apart. I should have been better, but I was broken like they were broken. cool. You move on, you know? You don't get emotional, you don't tear up, none of that stuff. You understand it. That's beautiful. But when you get emotional, I can't listen to the song. I can't go there because of that, because of them, because I think about, thinking about my ex. Then there, yeah, you still have to do the let it go process. Hey, that's good. Yeah, sabe, 1,000. We good, family kiddos. That's awesome. Yo, you ready for bumper car season, Steph? Sent presents, made homemade watercolor cards. I've written TikTok poetry for him. I listen to sad songs at the gym. Is that weird? Yo, that's me. I'm really bad in it. Pardon me. April. There you go. I'll scope out your I'll scope out. Let me see. Shoot. Actually, I screenshot it. I love poetry. I love poetry 1,000. You know. With that said, I was gonna approach it, but it's because the overthinking part. That's why you do what you're doing. You know, and it sucks. But definitely, it sucks being sold a dream. People make, they don't make time, all that good stuff. Like, nah, we can all make time for any business role if we choose to. Our choice. And that's it. You gotta be very cautious, you know, especially on this phone. That's why I have it on me. Phone, switching with their party. Why? Because in a relationship, or if you talk to many others, it'll fall to the Jedi entanglement. In a relationship, gay or straight, A, B. Behind closed doors, A and B. C to the Z, the August, that's anybody you're talking problems to, and then it can potentially lead to more. The entanglement, aka cheating, you know. But Erica, as far as the sad songs, no, that's beautiful. Me as an individual, I listen to when I'm working out, as cardio, lifting, etc. I listen to love music, depression music, suicide music. To me, it's beautiful. I love it. Because the reason why, me as an individual, I understand it all to the fullest, right? And I tell everybody. You can make the body, which I'll do TikTok pretty soon. The body itself, the body itself, you can make it very physically strong. You can be yoked like Arnold, male, female, solid, blessed, right? So the body is physically strong, but here's I'm gonna stab in the heart. How's your head? How are you mentally strong? If you're broken, how broken are you? If you work out, you go on road trips, and if you listen to love songs, breakup songs, suicidal songs, and then that gets in your emotions. You're still broken, but how broken are you? And why are you broken? Why can't you let that person go? That's the issue. It makes you think about your exes, you haven't let them go 1,000. In your head, let's say that your ex has moved on, kid, family, etc., or just moved on in general, relationship, etc. Been 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, right? And you're emotional about the song, poetry, etc., whatever. You watch a TikTok, etc., someone's going through it, it reminds you of your ex, and you get emotional. Then in your head, your mansion, that door of pain, your ex owns it. Eating their popcorn, watching Kalada be with a smile on your face. Living there what? Rent free. For how long? That's on you, not on I. That's how people, that's how everything the heart. That's why your emotions get triggered, because why? You haven't let them go 1,000. Don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them, just don't like the way they did it to you. But with that, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. But with that, just like it is mentioned, if you don't let them go 1,000, cool. Don't. Your mansion, that door, they own that room. Popcorn, Kalada beauty, smile on your face, rent free for 1, 2, 20 to your last dying breath years. That's pretty miserable to live like that, man. It sucks. And a lot of us going through it. But what am I doing? Healing, guiding, supporting you, forewarning you, showing you love, but I can't fix you. Nobody in the world can fix you but you. That's it. But I can hold your hand, guide you, your mansion. I am very good with words. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I keep thinking about that. As far as, if you needed me, like he says he does. No, yo, 1,000. 1,000. Like me, I'm trying to go to my girl and, and visit her. Speaking with her daughters, ask her about me, etc. Like, I'm trying to get there, but financially, I'm like, in the real world, I'm broke, like, poor, etc. I'm doing better, got a job now, etc. All that good stuff, so I'll do better. The idea is potentially go to Alaska in January, but with my situation, my kiddos, my daughters, potentially not. I'd love to go to make fat money, but I just got that in my situation. But at least I'm working, right? So with that said, do that. So do my TikToks like great jazz, and I just, get it straight and just feel on guy the world best as. Because the idea is to stop selling, no matter what age you are. But if you're younger and you vibing, you blessed, because now then you get to work on yourself. Understand why you have your overthinking. Understand why people sell you dreams. So you stop selling yourself a dream like, they're good people. Yeah, they are potentially. But more likely they're broken. But how broken are they? And that's the shit. You gotta understand how, the brokenness in you and in them. And I say many times, If you're single, whatever, right, and you're both broke, etc., you cannot fix yourself with the body by your side. You can try, but how many times have you fallen on your face? Like I fell on my face. Do you want to have that toxic relationship and bumping heads? If you're in a relationship, right, if you cannot be truly happy 1,000, authentically yourself 1,000, and you're worried about this phone or walking on eggshells, quote unquote, your relationship is over. How long are you gonna stay there now? That's your question you gotta deal with. And it sucks, it hurts, you gotta take the L, the loss. If you don't, every day you're with that individual is gonna hurt you more when you let go. Or they cheat, you cheat, whatever the scenario is, it's gonna hurt a hell of a lot more, and especially when kids are involved. Now you're fucked every which way. Do I stay because of the kids? Do I stay because of tradition? Do I stay because of my family? Do I stay because, maybe he or she will finally change? It sucks, it hurts, yes, but how much more time in life do you want to waste? How much more love do you want to give to waste to the wrong individual? Quote unquote, but it's not a wrong individual, it's actually yourself, not knowing. I feel like I've been sold a fantasy. I'm 47 and he's 56. Oh yeah, that's what I call it. So selling dreams. That's my first baby mom. I called her I called her Dream Master. She would sell so many guys' dreams after our situation. And she's like, why am I a Dream Master? Because, you sell all these cats' fake dreams, man. You use your body, lust, etc. to get what you need. But, you can't be dedicated to nobody because you can't, But yeah, I see, for example, the age move definitely. And supposedly they say like, age gave maturity potentially, but it's all individual. You can be 47, 100 years old, it doesn't matter. It's all in your head, the maturity level. Typically, for the most part, females are more mature than males, for the most part, right? But with that said, it's all you as an individual. Narcs, once again, broken to last dying breath, don't sit on them. Us, search your last stamps. How broken are you and how healed are you? That's what you gotta ask yourself. And the idea, once again, yes, you gotta stop letting people sell your dreams. I call it the fake Romeo and Juliet love story. Like the love stories, the flicks, that'd be beautiful was like that. As little kids, watch the love stories, Romeo and Juliet love story, all the cartoons, fucking beautiful, man. Like me, I'm like, damn, before I even got to my first relationship, after all of us, grew up with it, like, hell yeah, that'd be beautiful as fuck. I'm gonna play a partner, we vibe 1,000, keep it solid, kids. White picket fence, it'd be beautiful. Happy ever after. One partner and that's it. Not 1,000, not 100, not 1,000 kids, only one person, that's it. Quote unquote. Did it happen? Far from that. Fuck no. Far from that. And that's why it sucks when kids are involved. When you have 1 baby mom, 2 baby moms, 20 baby moms, baby fathers, all that shit. That's why, the idea, once again, you already did accept it's been written, it's done, right? Can't change it. Past has been written. But now you understand what M snarks how they function. Now you do what? Work on yourself. Observe everybody around in your environment, your circle, your world. He's a super responsible person as well. That's cool that he is, but no shade to him in a negative way. But if you wanted to see you, would have been seeing you if you had the time, quote unquote. That's what I gotta say about him. Like, if you're like me, like, once again, I'm trying to get the financial issues, etc., and the whole COVID, I don't want to fly, I don't get the shot, all that good shit, right? But with that said, I will get to her. But she's gonna come this way, but I will get to her, and that's cool. We're talking and vibing, every which way, and that's why, keep it 1,000. But doesn't mean anything if it's also. Oh yeah, let's talk about working. Actually speak louder than the words. I observe everyone right now. You got to. You have to judge everybody in this world. Like the religious people, like, oh, only God can judge. Traditional saying. I would take that, but I'm gonna give you money. Like me, first and foremost, as an individual in this world, 2020 am. Name the major scholar, everybody. I don't go by tradition of any culture, of religion, etc. God and I, we're best friends. Every which way. Every day I wake up. Every day I wake up above ground. Another day I heal. Another day to vibe with the M Squad. Another day to guide the world best as. I have another day of life, So with that said, I don't go by no tradition. I broke every traditional ways, and anyone that says anything like, for example, YOLO, you only live once. Bullshit. You live every day, you only die once. Life's a bitch, life's hard. No. Life's actually pathetically easy with a cherry top. We just made it hard not knowing because why? Amps and arcs. We had a lot of individuals in our life that destroyed us, which in return we destroyed ourselves, and we lose our self-worth, our self-love, and every time we hate ourselves more and more. Every person that destroys us, we hate ourselves more. That's why the Dr. Riddle. Who's the problem? The person in the mirror, the person looking in the mirror. Your shit, not my shit. Not really. I was that. I finally learned to love myself. That emotional roller coaster ride with partners in life in general. Finally got off the ride. Blessed 1,000. I learned, cause why? I learned to my amps, my 10 amps, my love to death. They held my hand and guided me. I learned how to love myself finally. Mind, body, heart, soul, love 1,000. Before anybody in this world 1,000. You can't love for others, yes, but not 1,000. You can love your kids, your parents, whoever is close to you. But if you don't love yourself 1,000, you can't ever love them 1,000. That's like my answer would be like, how can you love us if you don't love yourself? Either don't love me. Simple as that. I love you guys most definitely, but not, I don't worry about me. That's why we a lot of amps, we say that. We put everybody in the mother before us, and that's why we die, right? That's why we hurt ourselves. That's why we'll help everybody in the mother when they're going through breakups, death, whatever the situation our friends, family, partners are going through, we'll pick them up when they're down. But when it's our turn, we know we need it, we deny it, right? Every single time. Now I'm good. I ain't talking about nothing. You sure? I'm good. I'm blessed. But bullshit. That's why what I'm gonna call it. From my lifespan, I wore like a lot of us did. A lot of them, as we speak, if you haven't become woke in the Matrix or at least awakened, we wear the massive smiles. I wore that shit for 39 years of my life. Last year I finally took it off in my mansion. Finally worked on all my doors of pain. We have to start with your ex first, then your exes. Past pain, toxic love. The toxic love is like your parents. Anyone destroyed you with words, teachers, etc., bullies and bullshit. Then your trauma, part of that. And then the cherry on top, your childhood trauma with your parents who raised you. You have to let go of everybody. Once again, you don't have to. Your choice. Your choice. Your mansion. I don't know how many people in your mansion, in your life, have destroyed you, have hurt you. I'm not your head. I'm not your mansion. I can hold your hand, guide you. But that's what I did. Thanks to my, the mansion part, that's my part. That's from NF, the rap artist. It's called Mansion. I took his analogy and made it simpler. But nothing wrong with what he's saying. Cause the way he says it is like, he has like, his doors of pain, like, with depression, anxiety, etc. He has been locked up. He don't want to open up for nobody. Not even himself. So what you're doing is bottling up. Right? So, that's where you have, self-destruction, because if you bottle everything up, which a lot of us M's do, you have to have, your self-hate, etc., it'll catch up to you. Me, like, honestly speaking-wise, I'm not an emotional person. Real shit will talk. I only speak, like, I only drop my emotions when, like, females potentially depends on the individual. And, like, when I watch movies, love flicks, people die, etc., because we put ourselves in the shoes or have family members, etc., go through it, etc. Sorry. Exhausted. Long day. But not an emotional person. Real shit will talk. I would cry my own time. As I tell you, you wear the massive smiles, right? So you cry on your own time. Lunch breaks, whatever, after hours. If you have kids, when everyone's sleeping, go for a walk, go to the store. Now you ball out, because your body, mentally wise, you're gonna live for so long till you ball out. Nothing wrong with crying. Your body's tired, man. Your head's tired of overthinking, running the same shit every day of your life. Like, no, why can't I just move on? Why can't I just be happy? Why do I have kids around individuals? Why do I have, just a rough life? Why can't, it sucks. You're just beating yourself up. Because in our heads, our heads are our best and our worst enemy, right? And that's the idea to work on your mansion. That's why pretty soon, next year I'll think about the mansion, everything, I'll have it on me. So that's why, just, because once again, it's the answer to life relationship why we suffered, the Amp and Narc War. To simplify it best, so you don't get lost. That's why, once again, back to square one. A lot of narc talk creators, counselor therapists, psychiatrists, life coaches, they don't like the way I speak. Because I tell everybody, you went to school, graduated, all that good shit. You got credentials, I don't have credentials. We do a dual live, but you don't. Because you're scared of open mind conversation. If you're scared with petty words, why do you call yourself a therapist counselor? I'm a nobody with no credentials. Just tell a story, not a victim, survivor, none of that shit. No respect to anybody that says that. That's your choice, your words. But I'm not to be above. I'm just telling a story. I've been with toxic, actually said, I've been, females that punch me, busted my head open, etc. I've dealt with all that. I laugh about it. It's just a story. Yeah, sucks most definitely. No one deserves to get physically hit. No, that's only what I call a caveman. An uncivilized caveman today, nowadays, is a narcissist 1,000. Why? They cannot handle words. They cannot deal with the confliction. They cannot deal with being exposed because they're worried about their reputation, right? So with that said, that's a true narcissist 1,000. That's an uncivilized caveman. traditional stamps, narc traits in us, we'll get physical too, right? But if you want to break it 1,000, no, other than narcissists, they're broken, they're barbarians, they're cavemen, let them be, you know. But us, SMs, we don't have to get physical with another hemp. But why do we? Why does anybody in this world get physical? Petty, simple fucking words. That's why. Easy answer. That's why. So that's why I tell people, I don't want to get physical with nobody. In my lifetime, I got three, 4 times physical with somebody. But I do submissions. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hit nobody. Right? I'd rather beat your ass with words. I ain't kill anybody with words. Why? Because if I, once again, narcissists 1,000, they can say that. They see that every which way. But to shut out steps, we can see when another individual is weak or soft, very emotional, and I can let my narcissist come out and destroy you with petty word, which I did many times with my ex, etc. So I told my ex, like, yo, like, you know, I put you through a lot. And that's a cool thing when you become, or at least you go through, you know, healing process, awakening, and then eventually become woke. You can talk to your ex, like, you know, and break it down how it all went down. So I tell my ex, it's not a competition. Far from the competition. I don't treat anything as a competition. I tell everybody, her and everybody, I need you, not want you to be in my level. Neo in the Matrix, woke. We can have this conversation every which way about anything without getting emotional, without getting bitter, without getting hateful. It's just a conversation. Sharing wisdom and that's it. Sharing knowledge is bullshitting. So I tell, why do you think you and I do co-parenting so good? Why do you think I was still with an art talk? Because I was talking about you, right? And that was like for what, from May 3rd when I died last year. Actually, I have it on me. You know, when we started, when we ended. So May 3rd, 2020, I died last year, right? So with that said, I started from May 3rd until like, I don't know, like September, October, figure October, November. I would have to go back to my TikToks. I didn't notate it. But I go, why do you think, you know, I switched up my way of speaking? Because as far as, you know, being, you know, I'm the verbal abuser, you're the physical abuser, etc. Because, you know, the reactive abuse for that push to your limit. Narcissist traits. You can call me narcissist, that hurt my feelings. I could call you one too also, because that's what I believed you was, etc. Right? But with that said, as an amp, you're going through the healing process, awakening, eventually become woke. Listen to the power now. That's my world. Which I'm gonna call it. You pick at the Matrix. You're picking. Like me, I was like, okay, we talking. It hurts and shit, but we're doing better. You know, the way it went down was wrong. It is what it is. It's a lot of people who do the easy way out and they cheat. They fold, and it sucks. It hurts. Hell yeah, it does. But a lot of amps, think about it. It takes a lot of courage to tell your partner, like, yo, like, you know, we're gonna have to squash this officially, you know. You'll do it pretty soon, or not. Then, like my ex, I told her, you know, I go before she did what she did. I go, yo, I'm gonna give you a year. Like the TLC sucks, you know. We're on different notes, etc. So if you don't pick up a TLC game, then we'll squash it with the co-parenting. We'll figure it out. So I'll try to do correctly, right? And then obviously she got scared, etc. And then she did what she did, you know, did the J-Dog attack him, etc. And I have nothing against her, nothing at all. I tell you, yo, it's over, it's done with. I'm just telling a story. That's all I'm doing, telling a story for warning. A lot of people do this shit every day. No matter what part of the world, it happens all the time, especially nowadays with technology, the phone. I can have 20,000 girlfriends on this phone if I want to. I talk to so many females in the world, I can have 20,000 girlfriends, like any male, female can. Our choice. Premeditated, that's what I have on me, if I chose to. But I'm just telling a story and vibing, that's it, not passing back to nobody. My choice. But as traditional law stems, is we're lovers and healers, you know. We can catch emotions, even when you have a partner. That's why you watch these, like, I've been TikTok. It happens before the TikToks in life in general. You have friends, family, etc. that are couples, right? And they having issues with their partner, but now they're catching feelings from somebody else out there. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I tell them, yeah, because you're going through a third party. Before I started saying all this shit, you know, got my etc. I was like, yeah, you're going through a third party. What? It's the if lines. If lines. Very simple. Like everybody. Like you told my ex, that's why a long time ago I did was to write a book, right? An idea. Because I've done a lot of shit, been through a lot of shit, etc. Right? Which a lot of us amps have. So the if line basically, like, I tell my ex, my first baby moms, right? When she was doing her age, I even told her, like, why you think you cheated, what you doing, etc. Because you're telling him our problems, right? And you're playing the role of victim, even though majority of the shit is on you. I just work every day and keep it humble, keep it loyal with you every which way. You're the jealous one, you're the controlling one. You think I'm doing bullshitting with females, but I'm not. I'm just working. If you talk to me, yo, I gotta grow and that's it. Keep it humble, be respectful. Oh, I like you, I dig you. That's awesome, but I gotta grow, I got kids, I got a family, thank you. Many people that are single, hit them up. You know, have respect, at least a little respect for yourself. And if it's me, I'm just blunt, like, yo, you can hit me all you want, but once again, let's flip the script. Scenario, I love the word scenario. Scenario, I'm with you, I have kids with you, my girl now hits me up, does the same shit you're doing. Would you like that? They either say no or stay quiet. See? You don't gotta answer verbally. Mentally, you already did, you know, body language. So why are you doing what you're doing? Why don't you hit up people that are single? But if you want to be a home wrecker, do that. But I'm not the one. Talk to my coworkers, talk to my people, they'll jump on this all day, every day. I'm not, thank you, you know? And as I told my ex, that's my first day mom, that's why you did what you did. Because you did that, you know, you talk to her about our problems, whatever, which basically, you know, we had our issues, but once again, that shit, you're playing the role of victim. And you're a female, you have way more often than male does, right? So you play the role of victim, and you drop the if lines. She's like, what do you mean if lines? Simple. Anything that I'm doing incorrectly you don't like about me, you tell him that, and he's if you was with me, I'll care about you more. If you was with me, I'll give you the world. If you was with me, all the if lines. And what's he doing? He's making your head swollen, making you feel good to pick you up when you're down, right? So potentially what's gonna happen? Two things gonna happen. He can hook up with you and lay down with you, right? And get the skins and leave. Or he does, you know, you become a couple, etc. But you went body hopping. All because of the if lines, all because you couldn't deal with us. So you went what? A and B, body goes with A and B relationship. But you went to C and Z. C through Z, Z party. aka what? Third party, to August, etc. And that's why I did my, you know, love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. Because of her. Because I was dying, and it sucked. I mean, it took me 5.5 years of my life, and losing my brother, finally losing my brother, to let go of my first baby mama 1,000. That is a long time to sit with somebody in your head, in your mansion, right? And me personally, like me, I was like, you know, I did my the whole phase. I defended it. A lot of people do. Once again, everything I talk about, there's nothing with narcs. So if I do, I'll mention them. But narcs are broken. Narcs are lustful every day. That was that. They're lies that they cannot love, so they lust every which way. What up, Anthony? How you doing, Mana? How you doing, King? How's the family? Happy Halloween. So with that said, you know, me-wise, I was like, because like 70% relations in this world fail because what? Lust, TLC, sex intercourse. One person likes it, one person loves it. And that's why a narcissist, they like it, they don't love it. They give it to you in the beginning, they give it to you when they feel you slipping away, and they give it to you as a treat, you know? There's no reason others really wanted to do. I made an excuse for that. Oh yeah, I'm 100,000, for sure, that's why it's premeditated. And that's why I'm ink. SOS, stuck as stupid, 1 plus 1 is 3, wrong answer. Easier to blame. And I have self-accountability wise, and just, yo, blame every mother. You can blame everybody. Have excuses in life, most definitely. That's the wrong answer. The right answer is, yo, I fucked up, I'm sorry. But it's over. You know, you can't fix it. You try to. Go for it. Fall on your face, you know? And that's what me personally, I tell you, like even before I did my little benefits, right? You know, as M's, we know for the most part we're good people. Like, okay, I know, like, I'm viable, I'm good, or whatever. I can talk to anybody. And we keep a humble best as, right? But with my ex, like, you know, TLC, I thought I sucked. Like, I didn't last long. I would be nervous and bullshit. So, like, me personally, when I started doing, like, you know, benefits, my first one, like, I just told her up front, like, yo, like, I don't last long, it suck, all this, and they're like, she was like, you already down on yourself, we haven't done nothing. Like, we talking vibe, etc., but, you know, yeah, I mean, we haven't done nothing. And from there, I lost control. Because why? It wasn't really me. It was Mag, etc. Likes it, I loved it. In a relation, when it comes to TLC, the person that loves it no matter what. To last them. We're lovers and healers, right? We love TLC. The downfall also is you could be the narcotics amount and then you become an emotional DTF, which is DTF is from Jersey Shore down to fuck, you know, abbreviate DTF. So with that said, that's why if you're having a bad day, then what? You won't do nothing with your partner. You know, you freaking, if they want it like me. You know, in scenarios, right? I'd be like, yo, is it my girl now or any female, etc. I'd be like, yo, if you're having a bad day, you know, traffic suck, you deal with the kids, you gotta deal with your, you know, boss, whatever. Go, baby, lay down, chill. I'm gonna take you and that's it. We don't need to do more than that. Just to lay down, relax. Yo, TLC is phenomenal, you know, it blows your mind, etc. It calms you down, right? But if you're emotional DTF, then you do it on your time. Me, I would get my action. I know freaking any female, my friend, everything bullshit. Be like, yo, so the sun's got to be aligned, the moon, stars, all that bullshit, so you can feel good about yourself. And now you're finally ready to have TLC. And me, I'm a douche. I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'd be like, yo, now you want to do it? I'm good. Thank you. Maybe next time, when we're on the same page now, because now you feel like doing it, and then they get mad. I'd be like, get mad all you want. I'll give them no shit. Why? I can't even taste you do nothing with you. Come on, man. Just tasting. You don't even got to participate. You want to lay like a dead fish? Lay like a dead fish. Cool, whatever. And that's me. Like, I'm blunt 1,000. I don't hold back for nobody in this world, especially now. Now, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, keep it pushing. Lie to yourself. It's not my ish, that's your ish. I'm just telling a story and vibe which way. We've done a lot of wrong, a lot of mistakes in the world. Should we have done them? No. But we have no guidance, then what can you do about it? Live and learn, yes. Don't sit in the past and dwell in the past. Just take your notes, learn from the situation, and push forward in life. Share your knowledge, share your wisdom. If you choose to, I highly recommend it. Oh, sorry, babe. I didn't know you want to get on. Unplug my mic. And they should have like little things that pop up and saying, "Hey, what's up, babe?"
Hey.
Hey, sorry, I didn't even know that you want to jump on. Like I was saying a minute ago before you actually put us together, they should have like like I don't know, like a little banner, like little balloons that pop up, little reminder. Be like, hey, somebody wants to jump on your live.
On my screen, it looks weird. Like, it looks like my head's down. What do I look like? On my screen, it looks like that.
Normal.
Okay.
On my side.
All right. Hi, Erica. Anyways, I wanted to pop in just to chime in about, look, there's no excuses why a person cheats. Period.
Right.
I don't care how bad you feel sorry for them. You may have had a past with that person. Ooh, you with them now? Why'd y'all break up? All right then. There's no excuses. Nothing. When they were out there cheating, they were with you. They stepped out. They were high on the cheating. Ooh, just high, sexing it up with whoever they were cheating with you on, living it up, right? There's no excuses. They weren't thinking about your ass at all. They weren't thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna go have sex and have this big old sexcapade with this other person because it's just not working out at home with that person. No, the fuck, they were not thinking that. They never are. They're out scheming because they feel good scheming. I promise you, they are high on that. That's who they are. That's their personality. There's no excuse. You did not feel sorry for somebody that's out there cheating because you didn't do it. I didn't ever do it. Yeah, no, I was solid. Always. There's no excuse. There is absolute, guys, you hear me. Hear me. There is no excuse ever for that. Do not go back and make up, oh, well, it wasn't working out for us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't working out for us. We were having problems in the household. So I went and fuck somebody else. The fuck? Really? No. And I'm being blunt and I'm speaking very straightforward because it's true. Okay? Even if they weren't scheming, okay, they made the choice to be deceitful while they were in a relationship with you. That's good enough. You don't have to be scheming to do that. You still made your mind up to do that when you knew that it was wrong. If you're with somebody, okay, and just as long as even if they made a mistake, they had a choice not to make that mistake when they got together in a relationship with you. People need to be responsible because as long as you're making up excuses for them, then you're always going to be screwed over because anybody who's going to come towards you and they're going to be cheating on you or they're going to be doing you wrong in any type of a way, even if it's not cheating. Oh, well, it's okay. They were going through a hard time. You know what I'm saying? You can't go like that. You cannot go and let people treat you that way, because like I said, you let them treat you that way. They know that it's wrong, just like we know it's wrong. They know too. They made up their mind.
Well,
You
definitely.
have to
Well,
have
that
more self-worth than that. That's why we always push the issue of fall back. Even if you're lonely, even though you're sad, you're lonely, you're going through it, right? You have to fall back, because once you do that, you learn your self-worth. And you're not going to put up with people make mistakes. You're not going to put up with, oh, well, it wasn't working out for us. Well, so, I can see why he went and cheated on me, even though I was good to him for all this time. You know what I mean? I was only texting him. I was only talking to him, though. But you know what I'm saying? He was going through a hard time on his end. So he was, doing other things and talking to other people to fulfill that. No, you need to be honest. And I know that's hard, because it's a hard pill to swallow for people, but it is very true. And that is the most truth somebody's going to tell you, because they care. Because I know, because I went through it, you went through it. A lot of us here, a lot of people we know went through it, and we were treated unfairly. We were making up, people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. And like you say, the excuses, right? So, yeah, it's not, you know what I mean? There's no excuse for somebody cheating when they're supposed to be in a relationship with another person. If you're going to cheat, you shouldn't be in a relationship.
right. But
If
it's
you
funny you
have
say
any thought in your mind to be with somebody else, you are not ready or responsible enough or deserving. How about that, pill? Or deserving to be with another person. And you shouldn't accept anything
April, as far
less
as
than that. Period. You should not.
the traditional saying, as far as once cheated. Okay, so once a cheater, cheated, but with get that same individual. So for example, my ex, right? Scenario, my ex-wife, or any of your exes, if they cheat on you, you can still be with them most definitely if you choose to, right? But they might deal with it today, tomorrow, 5, 10 years from now. But when it happens again, what are you gonna say? Well, they did it
Exactly.
already. That's gonna be an excuse. But with that said, with the next relationship to be, potentially, hey Stephen, how you doing? Not going. They the idea is for them to move on and not do that again, quote unquote. But if they do it again, then they're broken. If you keep cheating in life, you're broken. Why be in relationships? Like me, when I talked to the narcs, I was like, I talked to like 3, 4 of them. I tell them the way you describe it, you are a narc, right? So with that said, what I would do if I was you, if I was a narc to 1,000, like if I'm judging you and you are a narc, right? No matter if you're covert, sociopath, psychopath, etc., right? You're broken. So keep it 1,000. Just say, I'm a narcissist 1,000, right? And I can't be dedicated to you. I promise you I'm gonna cheat on you, mistreat you, everything. So we do benefits. Like Buddy said, right? Enjoy your time and all that good shit. Love to have fun, bullshit. Enjoy your time. Travel. But I won't be with you. But if you want to be with me,
Okay.
you can try to fix me. Try to fix me. Then what?
We can use
But
us. Let's talk about, okay. Okay. Astar. I know you said your name in the comments, but anyways, okay, for example, okay, Papi, we can use ourselves as an example. We've been through things that we didn't deserve to have to go through,
right.
right?
A lot of us have
Pat,
definitely.
boom, that's out the way. Okay, that's fine. That's a learning lesson. And we take it as experience, not that it was done to us. We ain't the victim. You know what I'm saying? It was an experience, not that it was done to us. We're not victimized over here. You know what I mean? But this is the thing, right? So you and I are together, right? We love each other. So this is the thing. We are not going to make the conscious decision to go and step out of the relationship and be with somebody else. Oh, I'm sorry.
Definitely.
I wasn't sure what we were. You know what I mean? So,
Right, right.
yeah, I mean, come
Oh yeah.
on. You gotta be honest. You make that decision, right? To be in that relationship with somebody because you're ready in that relationship and give fully and honest and be deserving and receive what you deserve, right? If you are anything outside of that, then you need to work on yourself, fall back, which both of us have. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why you and I were able to even be together and stay in love with each other and be solid. That's the only reason why we vibe. We've been through shadow work. That's what they call, the shadow work.
Exactly. If it were mistakes and said that, and everyone, that's good. April, no, that's awesome. Well, high five, pound it, blow it up. You know what's going on with definitely.
Right.
That's why we fall back and heal ourselves, work on ourselves. We gotta study ourselves. I've been for 20 years. That's awesome. See that's the thing. Like, I imagine y'all see on TikTok. Like I see on TikTok. The whole everyone's pressure. Like the whole marriage issue. They're like pressuring the shit out of it. Like me, like I made my TikToks. I say in my comments. Why does anybody worry about marriage anymore? If the world is broken, pathetically broken, especially in
Mm-hmm.
generation,
Right.
older generation, my generation older, we're raised for marriage and bullshit, right? Understandable, but the thing is, like, do you want to be married for something for so long and be miserable? Why? Well,
Right.
that's me. Like when people relate 20, 40, 50, 60 years, like, do they love each other or do they just accept each other? That's the shit. And I mean, like, nah, I
It
love
should
my
be
mom,
for
right? But she give me grief, right? She'd be like, look, your first baby mom 12 years, your ex now 7 years. So with this one, how many years ago? Yo, my side and her side, we blessed last day of breath. If I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with you, and that's it. I'm not gonna do no broken relationships, no more toxic relationships. I'm blessed with that situation. I'm done with the situation. We were each other's best friend. I just started going bad. Oh snap! I'm sorry to hear that. Well, that's why our heads are best friends. Sometimes we stay away from ourselves and just, I guess, step out of the boundaries, etc. and stuff like that. We do mistakes, quote unquote mistake. At the time being, you say the word mistake, yes, but as we get older, or you live in a situation, you figure out it's not really a mistake; it's premeditated choice, not knowing.
Well,
Trust
that's
is broken, and
like,
you forget.
yeah, once the trust is broken, ooh.
It's over. You
Hmm.
give, you forgive was definitely right, but that's an individual's choice. They don't have to. That's their choice because if you're a narc 1,000, that's whatever. Once again, Richard last stamps. That's because the narc comes out of you because you want to accept it. Like it sucks, it hurts, right? But the idea is to understand why it happened, right? And once the trust is broken, it's over. I'm sorry to tell you, but if the trust is broken, it's over. If you're worried about this full relationship, it's over. If you're your partner's probation officer, always hounding them, it's over. Walking eggshells, it's over. It's just no. If you cannot be in the relationship, right, or job, etc. If you cannot be yourself authentically 1,000, it's over. Simple as that. Why sit here
Even
and bullshit
after,
like, oh, maybe.
even after God saved the marriage, right? Because it was a long marriage and 45 more years, right?
Yes.
But that trust was broken, and that's an example exactly of once you deceive the relationship. I mean,
Right. Well,
trust
it's
broken.
going
You
to
can
get
try
right.
anything. I remember, yeah, same thing. Like on your end, you guys probably tried a ton after anything, and you would even think in your mind too, how can I make this work? Even though that's happened, and it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's never gonna be. It won't. Yeah. It
No, like I'm saying,
just.
well, if you cheat with your partner, and like for example, I cheated my ex right at the end. Because typically the guy cheats, the female doesn't, but it can happen, right? Because the female gets fed up. But with that said, I cheated my ex, right? And then she takes me back. I could cheat on her again. That's what I'm saying. Was a cheater with the same individual? Yes. They might cheat today, tomorrow, 10 years from now. But what happens again? Well, at least I cheated 10 years later, right? But you still cheated the first time, right? That's what I do. The next relationship to be is you don't cheat, you don't fold, you don't fall to lust, etc.
Yeah. But yeah. You learn your lesson that cheating's not the way to go.
Right. And with that said, that's why when a person's in a cheat in this world, right? Male, female, don't give a shit, gay, straight, etc. In your head is what either it's a premeditated choice because in your head you're single, stopping on this phone, social media third party, then it falls to jailhouse entanglement, right? Because you're emotionally
So
down. If you're broken, you're broken. It sucks and it hurts, most definitely. But the idea is to try to do correctly, not incorrectly, and excuse me, talk about it. Like, yo, it's not working out. Like, we can try a little bit longer, but give a time frame. 4 months from now, if it's not any better, we just gotta figure out how we're gonna do this. Kids are involved, do co-parent the best dad. If it's just you and I, You know, we gotta take the L, but it's not working. Been 2 years, been 5 years, been 10 years, 20 years. It's not working. Like it sucks. It hurts. Why? What is it? Why does it hurt bad? You can't get time back. You can't get love back. You know your history. Now that you're the person by your side, you can't codependency, and it hurts to let go. Cause now you can be by yourself. Now you have to become dependent of yourself a little bit, and that's why it gets lonely, all the good shit, and so on and so on.
Okay, so this is like pretty interesting, Star. Okay, I would have never thought I would hear. Okay, so look it. I'm picking up on it now. Like I get it. I get it. And the reason why I get it is because I remember a period of time, okay? But this is when, being honest, okay? I was done. I was done. I was over. I was like leaving. I was emotionally, mentally, physically, everything done with the relationship, period. Okay? And I think that that's the only time in my mind that I would have even thought of the entire time of 12 years. But I was already out the door when I even thought of being with another man in that relationship of 12 years. Okay. But at that point, I was already done. We already tried. I was already done. The love was just not there. Like we loved each other as individuals, but as far as being in love, it wasn't. And if it wasn't for, if we were in love, obviously I wouldn't have thought of the option of even being with anybody else. Was there a specific person? No, but I'm just saying the option of being with anybody else. So I get that part. I'm seeing that part. Okay, I get it. But that's because I was already done. So the point being is when you're at that point and you actually really did do the action of cheating, the relationship was already over. It's already gone. The emotional, physical, spiritually, mentally, you guys aren't connected like you once probably were before. So then, you know what I mean? So I get it. You know? But that's at that point of it, right? Now, if I been still in love with that person, no, nobody else would have existed. The option of even being with anybody else wouldn't even have been there. But like I said, I was already over it. Him and I were already done. I was already out the door. And then obviously you think, well, obviously you're not going to be with that person. You're obviously going to be with another person in the future. But you know what I'm saying?
Right. I could have.
Right.
Oh yeah, well, it's very emotional because why? Like, check out.
Yeah,
When you
because it was a mistake. You know,
yeah,
you
because you're
made the wrong
emotional.
choice, and then the trust was broke. It's already. But what I'm saying is, honestly, like, let me ask you a question. Like, between you and your marriage of 20 years and your husband, your ex-husband now, would you say that that happened and that you made the choice to sleep with somebody else because you all weren't in love no more? You didn't have the connection. You couldn't have had the connection that you once had, because if you really love somebody, nobody else even exists. Like, for example, I can say I'm with Margarito. Everybody else is ugly to me. That's my eyes. That's the apple of my eye. Like, nobody else exists. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because at this point, as we speak right now, we are that connected. But if you are not connected, in love with somebody, then that's when your eyes open to other options.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's when you're emotionally down, and that's why in your head, like for example, like when I before I TikTok, right? When I was announcing I was gonna go live on Facebook with the Will, and I was speaking on behalf of the
Oh,
M
right.
Squad, right?
See,
Then
there wasn't 100% connection. See,
right, oh exactly, and
the
that's
love
why
was
when that
dead.
happens,
Yeah,
right? That's when that happens is because like she told me like if you had to you tell your story, but do you know why it's I told her it's premeditated when the cheat. She's like, but do you know why? I'm like, so it's simple
exactly.
because in their heads, for example, she's like your head in your ex's head, she's been single, shopping the phone, social media party, and then
Mhm,
she did.
mhm. Yeah.
Your head, your relationship, but you're still struggling. That's why in
Hmm.
their head they already checked out. They're shopping. You don't even know that, and that's the shit, and
And
that's why
you
they false to the
still
J Lo.
have love for them. Because like I'm saying, in that 20 years or whatever, there was a time when, yeah, y'all probably loved each other, because I know it was for me too. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I get that part. I never fantasized about anyone else before that either. Me either. There hasn't been one partner. Like I'm saying, I know, even as I stand right now, nobody else exists to me but this person right here on the screen. Like, when you're in love with somebody, they don't, because you're focused on you too, which it should be, as it should be, right? So I get that. But once it's broken, you fall out. And that's why you're together and you make that choice every single day to love that person.
Correct. See, and that's why I say like now, like majority of relationships, I'm 19 and single. LO, by the way. That's cool. Hey, you're fresh. That's awesome.
Woo-hoo, single.
Nothing's wrong with being single, man. Like, yo, love yourself, enjoy yourself, and like
Yeah.
while everyone's working with their party
Right.
and the drama's going on, you just chill, eat your popcorn, enjoy life, try the world, and you know that there's nothing gets hold the dream. You know, you mentioned when you have a partner
19.
that. Mhm. Got it. Hello, I don't feel complete without love. No, well, in due time
Oh,
we have the right.
your heart's desire. Yeah.
Yeah, but just be very cautious. You know, Amsterdam narcs. If you know anything about Amsterdam narcs, empath narcissists, be very cautious. Narcissists destroy you every which way. That's their job. But there's a lot of stamps that's broken. They'll do the same thing. So be very, very cautious. Especially your guys' generation, because your generation is based off the phone. They can socialize on the phone, but they can't verbalize in person. They don't match energies correctly, and that's the
Mhm.
thing. So be very, very cautious, because every relationship in life you get, you get destroyed. You hate yourself more, and it sucks. But with the right people, they pick you up when you're down. You know, and they guide you. That's the idea. We're older than you, so not a victim, not a survivor. Just telling a story, not a warrior. Just telling a story, just to forewarn you. You know. Yeah, but yeah, you jump on if you want to. Go for it. Yeah, just keep it humble, please. No, no, like pocket, please. Yeah, keep it 1,000. We good.
And oh yeah, you broke his heart and made him cry. Yeah, you probably cried too, but it was a lesson. You were a lesson. Deceit was a lesson for both of you guys then.
He or she didn't jump. Hello.
Hi, who
Yo,
girls
how
you?
are you guys?
What up?
Yeah, he's going.
So you don't have
Welcome
to
to
call
live.
me by a guy who goes use. You can call me
What's your
Cody.
name?
Cody.
Hi, Cody.
What up? Welcome to live.
I so the reason most people ask me why I have my name as the way I have it.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
reason I have it that way is every time I have a relationship, I wake
yeah.
up the next day and they have me blocked out of nowhere.
Really? How long
Yes,
we? How long
and
you were
that's
with them?
happened to every single relationship that I've had. Huh?
How long you were with them? They did that like months, 1 month, 2 months. 'Cause that's hella
For a
foul.
month.
Just to be like, and they just block you the next day. Like boom, later, they ghost you.
Um, Two of them were 2 months. The other two were four.
How you doing emotionally?
Um, we'll just say that my sister had to come grab my knives from me. She had to drive 2 hours to grab my knives.
Right. I get that. Just don't give up, man. I mean, it sucks. It hurts being destroyed for sure, but just don't give up. It's not your fault. It's their fault. But you gonna do your part, and that's it. But with that
Yeah,
said,
well,
that's. Mhm.
it's happened all year, so it's kind of part of my life now. So
Right. Well,
I'm
yeah, most
getting
definitely
used
because
to
the
it.
reason. Well, that the idea is not to get used to. I just like that. Well, not really when I say it. That's a traditional line. I'm getting used to. You know what you're doing when you get quote unquote used to it. You're becoming numb. When you become numb, that's why you say what you say. And then when you become numb, potentially what can happen, you fall to what? Drugs, alcohol, potentially you take yourself out because what do you want? You want the pain to stop. You want the overthinking to stop. You want to stop
Yeah.
questioning your self worth. And it's not you, it's
Yeah.
them. Remember that. It's not you, it's them. If you did your part, you did your part. You kept it humble, you kept it humble, right? And that's it. But you can't speak
Yeah.
on their behalf, you know?
It,
Oh, I'm gonna look to the dogs. I'll be right back. Okay, I heard you guys. I heard you guys. Let's go.
but like
So,
I said, like
Cody,
it's getting,
did you date back to back?
no, I would always give myself a few weeks to try to regroup, and most of the time it did not work. Like most of the time it ended up being like almost back to back because it was just like too much pain of not having anybody there and not feeling loved. So it just most of, most of the time I try to give myself at least a couple weeks to get used to it and understand what happened. But most of the time it's like um, it may end up being back to back, but I mean it's not hard. It's like I've never been showed love, so that's why I'm trying to find it. So I'm trying to find it so I know what it's like. So it's like, but every time I try, it just I get
I'm already.
as me and my twin. She's my cousin. She looks like me more than anybody else. But as my twin says, I get rejected almost every time. So
So, how long has it been since you were with the last relationship or dated the last person?
it's been a month and a half now.
Have you thought about
Yeah,
maybe giving yourself a breather?
definitely do
I
that. Fall back. Fall back for a second, man.
I've been
To
trying
be
to find somebody, and it's I just can't because it's like I don't know what to look for. I mean, I know what I want, but it's like, what do I look for? And I just don't understand because,
oh, you talking about
like I
like the
said,
red flags?
I've never really
Quote,
been shown what to look for because I I've known. I'm not sure if Amber you've ever seen me in your lives before, but I've came into your lives alive. Don't know if you noticed me.
I remember from the name now.
But it's cool to say, okay, a 19-year-old that's never that have not seen his father since he's been 5, and I'm 19 and I've not seen my father since I was 5. So I've never had that father figure to show me what to look for and show me the right way to show it.
like
So like
guidance,
I'm basically going into relationships blindsided, basically.
right? But with that said, yo, you're on TikTok, right? You're the best. Everybody can be your mother and father on TikTok because a lot of people go through relationship issues. That they tell
Okay,
the stories, right?
Papi,
With that said,
name five top five right now. Cody, Margarito can name five top red flags to look for, and it's a no go. What's five top ones?
well, top five. Well, you got to go if they're not authentic themselves. If they don't make they don't make no time for you wise. If they like, if they talk about themselves a lot or the situations, but when you talk, they're not interested. That's a red flag. If they're not this
Yeah, when you
authentically,
start feeling like you're not being heard, like they just wanna, if it's all about them, boom.
yeah. And with that said, like if either verbally, physically, or on the phone, if you're doing majority of the conversation, major red flag.
Hmm.
Well, like there's some people, yes, I understand like they don't know how to talk. Introverts, I understand the introvert part, but if you're liking each other, getting to know each other, the idea is to vibe with each other and get to know each other, quote
Hmm.
unquote, right? So with that said, for example, like which also I still gotta do like a TikTok, story time, etc. Like before my girl, right? On Facebook before TikTok, this girl, I met this girl on on my Facebook, and she made it. She made us official, right, as a couple, quote unquote, right. And with that said, oh, my girl got kicked out. She'll probably jump back on in a second. But yo, Cody, can you still hear me, Cody, or no?
I'm
Can
still here.
you hear me or no? All right, cool. But with
Yeah,
that
I can
said, so
hear you.
anyways, that she made us a couple, right? Oh, you come on me over here. So she made us a couple, right? And I'm just rolling with the punches. Cool, we're a couple, whatever. This is last year, right? And this is before my girl Amber. But in the relationship, quote unquote, I was doing majority of the talking, texting, etc. I'll check in, etc. I'll do my part, and that's it. What up,
Yeah.
Janet? Said that's my part as an individual, right? But if your partner's not match your energy, quote unquote, major red flag. Like I would tell you, yo, you can talk. You can start whatever you want to talk about. We can conversate. I'm an open book. I love talking. I love vibing. And she wouldn't, right? And with that said, that's a major red flag. If you're doing majority of the part of the relationship, then that's a forewarning that that's how it's gonna be. And and that's the idea is to watch the red flags because you don't want to get sold a dream. You don't want to get hurt every single time. And here's the kicker: you know how you've been in multiple relationships, right? Every time you have a relationship, it hurts. It sucks. It hurts. You destroy yourself. You lose love yourself a little bit, right? And the thing is, the more relationships you get in life, especially you're young, you're 19, you're mad young, right? So you don't want to be doing this. Like for scenario, a year, 2 years from now, you've been in 4 other relationships, right? And all you're gonna do is keep destroying yourself, keep questioning your self worth, and like, damn, what am I doing wrong? You're overthinking. Every relationship you get in, it keeps getting triggered more because why? You're trying to figure out why it failed, what could have done better. You don't want to ask
Yeah.
the same question for yourself every single relationship you be in. And the idea is not to be in many relationships in life, quote unquote. But with that said, your generation, like go like 30 years and younger, especially 19 and younger, etc. Like my kids, etc. Like my belief is this: if you don't know Emerson Marx how empathy and narcissists function in this world, you're gonna go through a lot of relationships, a lot of pain in this life. Especially nowadays, in the younger generations, like the respect moral manners are out the door. A lot of people are ghosting; they don't care, and it hurts. That's why a lot of people hurt people hurt people. They're good people, but they weren't ready. And then what? So since they weren't ready, now you die. You're the good person, and they tell you, for example, scenario, you start talking to a female, right? And she's telling you about how her ex mistreated her, all this, the stuff she's been through, and you just want to, as empaths, lovers, or healers, overthinkers, you want to heal her, guide her, make her feel good, right? And you do your part. You pick her up, you make her feel good, and you go out and have your fun time. But let's say she's still in her feelings about her ex, but she didn't tell you that, and she falls back because why? She started feelings for her ex. Now you're hurt. That's why hurt people hurt people. And then you guys, you can get destroyed again, and it sucks and it hurts. Nobody in the world deserves to get destroyed. Emotionally, mentally, no, obviously not. But there's that once again, amps and arcs. You have to have it on me, etc. That's the situation. Is you have to figure out who you're talking to. Are they empathist narcissist? Are they a good person or a bad person? If they're a good person, okay. Remember, because everyone in this world, for the most part, is broken. It sucks to say, but let's keep it 1,000. We're all broken, right? But how broken are you
Yeah.
compared to the person you're trying to talk to? And the idea is to focus on yourself, and it hurts. And like you said a minute ago, yo, you haven't seen your father since 5 years old, right? So what's that called?
Yeah.
Childhood trauma, right? And it's in your head, in your mansion. And that's the top people. If you haven't let go of your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma 1,000, then that's why you have your PTSD, anxiety, emotional breakdowns. You got your paranoia, suicide thoughts, etc. Because why? In your head, the door, mansion, all the doors of pain. Whoever hurt you from day one, as a kid to behind the screen, all the doors of pain are wide open. That's why when if you're like nervous, you're shy, you get sad, you get depression, etc. Why you have to when that happens? I tell people, I know for sure easier said than done, but in due time you can do it with guidance. When you have any negative emotion, you get sad, PTSD, etc. You try to look at your surroundings. And ask yourself, how did I sleep last night? Good. How did I wake up this morning? Good. So I didn't have no nightmares. I didn't wake up mad, bitter, etc. I woke up good. Cool. So what did I do a minute ago that I got sad? Anxiety, depression, etc. What triggered it? Because it's a trigger, but the reason why it's a trigger because in your mentions is a trauma from whatever individual hurt you from that situation. And the idea is to try to figure out why it happened, how it happened, and now what are you? And now when you figure out what it is, what are you gonna do to fix it? Only you can fix it. I can't fix it. God can't fix it. No pills, drugs, alcohol, psychiatrist, therapist. They can guide you, hold your hand like I'm telling you, but they can't fix you. Only you
Yeah.
can fix you, and that, you know. And that's the idea to have as a support team. I always recommend support teams. The more people in your support team that you can call, DM, video chat, text, that's the people that show you love. That's the people you vibe with. Because why? Now, any emotions you're going through, good, bad, especially if it's negative, you're being sad, you're being lonely, you're depression, suicidal, etc. They'll hold your hand and guide you to steer you away from that, right? And help you with your
Yeah.
overthinking. Like, okay, like, talk to you. How would you, like I just told you, how was your day? It was good, and they'll try to figure out where in your day that you went that it was good that you crashed, that trigger happened, that trauma happened, and they'll try to hold your hand and guide you. And remember, it doesn't sound wild when I say this. The question on this side of the head, the question you asked on this side of the head, the answer's right there. The downfall every time you go through, emotions, trauma, etc., especially in relations breakups. Now the answers and the question and the answer cannot be connected no more because the overthink is triggered, causing everything else going on. And it hurts and it sucks most definitely. But the positive is, once again, the more people in your support team, I promise you this, you can heal faster, let go faster, 1,000. Because why? They make you feel good. That's your people, that's your squad. That's like, yo, I'm down, but I don't go my peoples. Like me personally, last year I went to at 39 years old. I died hard, right? With Max, I'll never forleave me, every which way, right? But I had a support team. They had 10 females. That's what I have it on me. My ex's name. I let her go in 88 days because my attendant, my life worker. This is a story set up for everybody. So with that said, they didn't have to reach out to me. They didn't have to at all. Four locally, three through IG, three through Facebook. They DM me and tell me, hey, I know what you're going through. Like if you want, we can talk. If you're going through your emotions, DM me, call me, video chat. That's when people tell you that, especially people that they don't even know you, that's a blessing, man. Like, yo, that's my people. That's why I love my dad. Because without them, I would be broken for quite a while. I'll still be trying to work on myself. Potentially, eventually, I might have figured it out. For how much longer? Like me, my first baby mom took me 5.5 years, and losing my brother to finally let her go 1,000. Nobody can get time back. You can't get love back, can you? And it sucks.
No,
It
you
hurts
can't.
most definitely. And the positive is, the idea is, with a support team, they'll help you realize, the situation which you're going through, you know. And that's
Like
like terrible.
tonight,
I
tonight I was live tonight, and I I was having a rough time earlier,
yeah.
and so I felt the urge to invite my twin. She's I'm the only one that she looks like in the family, so she's my twin, as we call
Right,
her.
right.
And
Correct.
I I had her come in because she never really she never stays in my life. Like she'll come in, not say anything, and leave. So I had her
Mm-hmm.
join in tonight, and like the moment she joined in and started talking, like I went from like ready to end it to what's going on, where can I go from here? And it's been like 8+ years since I talked to her. So like when like that's what happened. Like when she joined, I like noticed she was gonna be there and she was gonna stay. She ended up
Mm-hmm.
staying in my whole entire life. My life was about an hour and 45 minutes, and she ended
That's
up staying
good.
in that whole life because she knows how her. Okay, she's
Yeah.
my cousin and my sister at the same time.
Yeah, money. Sure.
I got adopted, and her mom and dad adopted me. My aunt and uncle adopted me, which is her mom, and
Okay.
so I call her my sister still,
Right,
but
right,
she's my cousin at the same time.
right.
Did I explain that okay? You know what I mean?
No, no, yeah, but you just did now. Understandable.
But yeah, so like when she came in, it's like I've never had family actually stay in my life the whole entire time and support me and be there. So like when she was there
Right.
tonight, it was like
He was vibing. Felt good.
awesome. It felt good knowing that she was gonna stay there the whole
Yeah.
time to be there and
Vibe with
to
you.
support me.
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. The more people in your support team, yo, the more people, yo, you can heal faster, let go faster. You know, you can vibe, you can feel good because that's your squad, that's your people. Because now you, that's why a lot of amps are introverts. And then, right, and when you feel comfortable with somebody, you become more of an extrovert because now you're talking and vibing with that individual or individuals because they make you feel good. You open up more. And then the people that you don't know, aka strangers, you'll say, I mean, you might say hi, you know, small talk, and that's about it. But you eventually start building up the conversation, etc. It'll build up to more, you know. And that's why it's, you know, day by day in baby steps. But once again, yo, TikTok, number one platform in the world. So, like, tell people, like me personally, in my situation, like when I went through my healing process, I pushed everybody away. When you go through the healing process, awakening process, you will push a lot of people away because why? The deal you're trying to work on yourself, but if you have your family, friends, coworkers, etc., you know, it's like, oh, get over her, get over, you know, get over him. That's narcs, energy vampires push them away 1,000. You've done it even in your life. Like, understandable, you know, get over them, but it's easier said than done because everybody has their own healing process.
Exactly.
Everyone's mental health is, you know, they have different levels, etc. So they don't want to hear get over them. That's yo, I understand that, but I don't know how to. Can you help me guide me? Or you can't do that. You just want to give me grief. I don't need you in my life. Keep pushing. Have a good day. I won't be mean to you. I'll keep it short with you, and that's it. You know, and then you will lose a lot of people. You know, you might have a big circle in the beginning, but you know, you're young. Like, yo, all the stuff I'm telling you, I would tell you, I would be saying that if, you know, if I was talking to myself at your age, right? So in the beginning, middle school, high school, you have a bunch of friends, whatever, you share your peoples. But as you go through life, your circle gets a lot smaller because everyone has their own lives, they move on, etc. Right? So with that
Yeah.
said, you just keep the positive vibes. People, the people that healing like you're healing, vibe with them, man, because they won't throw your past in your face. If they do it, it's just to, you know, in case you're gonna do a mistake, to recap you. Maybe you did it before, what's gonna happen? Oh, you're right. They're forewarning you because they don't want you to fall on your face, right? What's that called? Constructive criticism, because it's showing you love and respect because they don't want you to fall on your face again. They're not trying to be mean to you.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of people understand the difference with that, you know? But once again, yo, I tell you, I pushed the whole world away last year. Did I care? No. As I speak right now, when I'm from Eastern Washington, Yakima Valley, I'm in Little Mexico, I'm considered crazy. All my ink, etc., what I talk about in the Spanish culture, Hispanic, I think the Spaniards, we don't talk about this. This is what I'm saying is a no-no. I not to share the Spanish culture every which way. Yo, I'm just informing the rest of my peoples, you know, this our culture's broken. And for the rest of the world, like, yo, I'm just telling a story and that's it. Forewarning you every which way. You don't have to vibe with anything I'm saying. But if you find your face, it's okay. I found my face many times. The idea is to, yo, I'll give you my hand, pick you up, let's do this again. I told you. That's how like, when I say this, like when I say my TikToks, my lives, I'm not being like a, you know, like a dick. I'll be like, I'm forewarning you, right? So what I've done. So let's say you do it. You're in the
Yeah.
scenario. You have the options. I told you. I broke it down to you. Every which way wasn't a potential. The potential wasn't to happen, and you still chose to fall on your face. I tell me, yo, before you hit your head in the ground, think of me, then hit your head, and then I'll pick you up when you're down. Because why? I forewarned you, but it's
Yeah.
cool. I've done it. A lot of
Yeah.
before me, you know, the generation cycle's done it before. The idea is to, you know, I tell people, just tell your story, whatever you've been through. Be, you know, obviously be good, awesome, but be a baddie. You cheated, they cheated, body hoppy, home, whatever you did are incorrect. Because the idea is, you know, you forewarn others, you know, same age category, whatever, that's vibing with you on your lives, your TikToks, your platforms. It's just a forewarning. This is what I've done wrong. You know, this I'm gonna give you scenarios, and the deal is to not do what I, you know what I did. But if you did, it's okay. A lot of us done it, you know, and so on and so on. But as
Yeah.
amps, like tell people, yo, I'm just here to heal you, guide you, support you, uplift you, forewarn you, show you love, but I can't fix you. Only you can fix you, and that's it. Because your head, your mansion, your doors, you know. But it's okay
Yeah.
because at least you know you have guidance. You don't feel alone. I tell you that everybody, you know, you and anyone, Joe, you can always DM you. I talk to the whole world all day, every day. You know, through DMs, texts, video chats, phone calls. So you don't feel alone. And then whatever situation you go through in life, I can, you know, my side, I'll give you once again. Like I was talking to my buddy from Mark. You know, he's like, you know, who the best people to talk to in this world. I'm like, people like, nah, nobody's. I'm like, nobody's. Why nobody? Because nobody doesn't know you. Nobody does not know your past. Let's say your past, you're a killer, you're a cheater, right? But I don't know your past. You're telling me a scenario about a relationship, etc., right? And what am I doing? I'm gonna give you my advice, my wisdom, whatever, my knowledge, and then your choice to take it or not take it. But here's the kicker: I won't ever bring your past up because I don't know your past. we're just talking about the present, and that's it. You're going through a scenario, whatever the situation is, and I'm just giving you my honest advice, and that's it. You take it, you leave it, your choice, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
hey, Trevor, how you doing? How's your night going? And that's the idea to be tell people. That's why I love talking to the older generation because they have wisdom, and then I've always gone by that. That's why I say, yo, from team nobody to somebody, because from there, you can like I tell a lot of people on social media platforms, I'm not maybe I'll meet you like physically face to face, but this phone's close enough, social media's close enough, because yo, I'm not that rich to travel the world to visit everybody. I would love to, but I'm not rich like that. But this is close enough, we talking and vibing, and that's the idea is to. That's why I love TikTok. I promote the shit of TikTok. Anyone to talk, on TikTok? Why not? Like, yo, I promise you, on TikTok, you meet some authentic people. You won't feel alone. Like, if you're going through something in life, I promise you, someone on TikTok is going through it, and you're talking, vibe, and chop it up, and that's your support team. That's your squad, and that's why I have it on me. Social media familia, because that's who we are. We're all family. We're all going through it, etc. And we're here to support each other, uplift each other, and that's beautiful. That's like I tell everybody. If you have nobody around you, and I don't care if you live like a population of 10 people. Maybe not locally, but here on TikTok, the platform, especially TikTok, got everybody. I tell everybody, my people is in my pocket. Everyone I vibe with, they're all in my pocket. I got DM, video chat, and we're talking and vibing, and that's beautiful, so you don't feel alone.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go take some time to. I need to go take some time to think, but I'll be back in League Alive.
Oh, for sure, most definitely. I tell you, don't ever feel alone. You can always you got my girl at night. You always DM us, video chat.
Yep.
I give my number to all the AM squad, so you don't feel alone. Especially you're mad young, so yeah, like all you need is support you. I promise that guidance, you feel a lot better. You don't feel alone. It'll help you control your overthinking.
Yeah. I just I just need time to process everything you said. So.
Oh, I know. It's a lot at once. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
any questions?
Yeah, not at the moment, but I'll come back if I have any.
Yeah. You can always DM me or my girl, etc. Like tell you like I don't say a lot at once, but like it just gives you like your little like homework for yourself for your head. Like okay, he said a lot of things. Like let me try to break it down. Where do I start at? Like tell you, I hold your hand and guide you. Like my girl and I, the whole squad. That's why I do my lives. Like so, just it's a crash course of life for the most part. So you understand and then to control your overthinking a little bit, understand yourself more. And the idea, remember, in this world is eventually to become dependent of yourself and stop being codependent people. You don't have to love yourself, but mind, body, heart, soul of 1,000, which you shall in due time, But you're doing good. Thanks for jumping on the live, showing love, always.
Thank
And
you.
we'll tell you. Oh yeah, have a good night. Happy Halloween. Stay fresh.
I will try. Thank you for the advice, and thank you for everyone who's
always,
been here.
yo. Got you, always. Let me plug my mic back in. Damn, my eyes are on fire. Woo, buddy. Long day. Woo. Ooh. Bedtime? Yeah, in a minute. I'll probably do like 11:30, 11:45, depends. But yeah, exhausted. Yeah, jumping on the live, babe. What up, Cody? Thanks for jumping on. I tell you, this is like, tell you, I love TikTok. You and I got the TikTok love story, and yo, man, it's the best platform in the world to promote the shit out of it, every which way. So, but yeah, Cody's young cat. He's hella cool. My guidance did really, really good, So, how's your night going, babe? How's it going so far? Hey, perfectly, Pris. How you doing? How's it going? How's your night? Damn, mommy. Oh man, my eyes are on fire. Awesome. Hey, Latoya, how you doing? How's your night going? But yeah, the cool live, good live, good session. But Mrs. April I think she's from England. They like tell you like that's cool that she's learning, And that's why we all share our stories, share our knowledge. It's just us now, I think. Oh yeah, no, it's cool. Hey boss, how's how you doing? How's it going? But no, it's cool. You already know, baby. My lives are like, you know, 2, 3 people, 10 tops, which is cool. You know, it's just for YouTube material, etc. So I'm good. You know, I don't worry about all that. Hopefully, I wasn't too hard. Nah, babe. No, you good, mommy. No, you good. Remember, like I'm telling myself, you know, female leader, females from another female's perspective wise. So it's good. It's good. Everyone gets along. You know me, I speak the truth. No, for sure, 1,000. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta keep it 1,000. No sugarcoating life. Why? You know, like you know, if she cheated, it's cool. Hey, it sucks, but definitely. But you know, what's done is done, been written. That's why I know. That's why I know when that bothered as far as when I say no one cheater, cheater. That's why I said like the same individual keep doing it, but with a nice relationship to be, you know, the idea, quote unquote, not to do it again. If you can do that after each relationship, it's because you're broken, and then that's fuck your excuse. It's called the habit. I'm not doing any good, but everything. No, yeah, babe, no, obviously not. Hell no. Oh my gosh, tired. Yeah, I'll probably just do 11:30 and that's it. What up, QB152? How you doing? How's it going? But yeah, no, it's about keeping 1,000. That's all I do. As I say on Tuesday, get my heat therapy. Chicken wing for the whole world. And yo, not let the world talk about me, but yo, I don't care. Please do. And let's like elaborate. Let's have fun, you know. Can I sniff your hair? Yeah, that dude, white girl that was trolling. That was funny. I was like, oh, I like that. That's cool. We said a lot of people in their lives they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna block you. That guy. Yeah, man, that's hella funny. I don't mind trolling. I mean, you know, it's a lot of the racial bullshit, negative, but shit like that. They can say the exact same thing every single time. I don't care. It don't bother me none. I thought it's just petty words, you know. That's why a lot of Trisha lost stamps. That words get to them. Why? Because yo, they haven't learned to love themselves. That's why. Oh man, I'm tired. Holy crap. Oh damn, my eyes are hella red. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Yeah, 15 more minutes, kids. I'll jump off. Definitely, it was a good session. I'll probably jump back alive again on Friday. Yeah, I'll have more time then. What up, Cody? Welcome back to the live. Thanks for jumping on. It's awesome. So once again, I tell you, don't ever feel alone, man. Got the whole squad, like DM me, etc. My girl, the whole squad. Like, I tell you, that's what I do my lives for. Talk about everything in life. They should have suffered M Snarks, story, etc. And then everybody's trigger warning. Oh yeah, no, brother, I got you, yo, man. I always thought to tell you all the stuff that you know. I tell them, especially the younger generation. I'm just here you, guide you, support you, uplift you, forewarn you, and show you love. But I can't fix you, but you know. And that's why, you know, the idea is if you can heal yourself, guide yourself, support yourself, uplift you. At a young age, you understand yourself a lot better. Once you learn to love yourself 1,000, then you're blessed, you know. Then you're blessed. Then you understand what you went through, and then you control your overthinking. Oh, thanks. You don't have to give me nothing. Thank you. You know, just showing love and respect. That's all I need. You know, just being yourself authentically. That's all I need. No. Nobody's gonna say the gift stuff. That no, you don't have to. Save your money. You know, treat yourself. But thank you anyways. You know, but yeah, I tell you, just the young generation. I tell you, but yo, just forewarn you, man. Just give you scenarios and. You know, so you know, don't keep getting sold dreams. Feel like once again, we're all stuck in a generational cycle, not knowing. Go to school, go to college, get a job, get a partner, which is good. That's anyone can be taught. That's traditional BS. Schools will teach you all day, every day, right? But they don't teach you about life. You know, if you break it down in reality, you know, like you know, once again, you have your trauma, definitely. Life becomes hell a lot harder after relationship, after your first relationship, after you use your V card, aka Virgin card, all that good stuff. Life becomes hella harder because after your first breakup, you get destroyed. After each relationship, you get destroyed even more. To the point you become numb, you go body hopping, you fall to what drugs, alcohol, once again, one in your head. Because why? You can't handle the emotions, you can't handle the pain. You want, there's love gone, but it's not love, it's toxic love from the exes and the pain gone. You know? You're ahead by getting that knowledge now. Oh yeah. That's insane. 19, you fresh, man. Hell yeah, many years. But that said, like, don't, when all the generation tells that to your generation, don't, some generation they'll get offended by that, but don't, just once again, enjoy your time. Remember, it's all about you. You have to be selfish in this world. It's all about you. Make yourself happy. Keep yourself happy. True, authentic happiness and true unconditional love is yourself first and foremost. Anybody else, any partner to be, your family, friends, the vibe with you, they just add more to your happiness, add more to your unconditional love, and so on and so on. That's why everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. And with the relations to be, like, honestly speaking, if I was you, just fall back for a second, look at yourself, learn how to love yourself, That's why nothing's wrong being alone. Take yourself out to eat, enjoy your time, bullshit, travel the world if you want to, but by yourself, you're good. Why everyone's worried about this phone, dealing with drama, and everyone's there people being cheated on and going through the drama, and it sucks, but they don't deserve it, but there's a reason behind it, What will beat you up at nighttime is the loneliness. The loneliness will beat us up because why? Our exes aren't by our side. But I promise you don't need by your side. That's what you need to do, It's a blessing in disguise, you don't see it now, But that's why we talk about it and vibe about it. We elaborate about it. Amber, thanks. I wish I would have said something sooner to you. At least for a while. Oh, hey, it's never too late, right? A lot of us, that's why I love TikTok. We vibing. Best platform in the world to talk about life relationships, except for M Snarks. Share knowledge. Tell our stories, Man, once again, age doesn't matter. Like, the people older than I, 45, I thought the 67-year-old going through it. Like, and they're like, it's crazy how you and I are talking, don't know each other, and we vibing. Like, yeah, that's what we have, We have similar stories, we went through it, and that's why my little motto for all the M Squad, which I'm going to get that on Tuesday, I'm going to have on my neck, is, your pain is my pain. I died like you died. Relationships destroy us. And each relationship we get into destroys us even more. That idea is not to get into, quote unquote, to get into too many relationships, because then it just keep devouring ourselves. But with that said, as long as you do your part, you keep healing your part, you did your part. You cannot speak in your partner to behalf. You can talk about them, how they function, but you're not their head. Nobody in the world knows you better than you what? Just you, God, and the devil, you believe in the higher powers. That's it. I don't know what you're thinking and vice versa. Nobody knows what anyone's thinking. Fun fact, 1,000 mommy. Yes, I was. And with that said, you can't fix or change nobody. We can try to. A lot of us have. You talk to them, tell them to change their ways, etc., and be cool, be vibing. But how does that work out? Typically, you fall in your face, and they get up and cheat, leave, or ghost you and just disregard you. Now you die. That shit sucks and it hurts. No one deserves that. So, yeah. But I tell you, if you guys just, or anybody is on, once again, on my live, not that many people on there, which it doesn't matter to me. This is for my live in general, and to put on my YouTube channel. Yes, it destroys us. My heart needs a lot of fiction. Hugs, respect, love to you, brother. That's what David Baby said. Remember, the idea is, learn from the past, take your notes, don't dwell on it, and just, share your wisdom and knowledge, Tomorrow, the future, aka the future hasn't happened, so you don't worry about tomorrow. You have no control of that. All you have to control is today, the present. So the idea is tomorrow, I tell everybody, as long as you wake above ground, another day to heal, another day to do good, and another day to be blessed. And then live your 24 hours. Control your environment, your world. That's it. Race, religion, politics, everything that's happening in this world, you have no control of. You can voice your opinion, most definitely you choose to, but you don't want to get you don't want to. You have enough food on your plate in life. You don't want to add more food to it. Why add more stress to your life already? It sucks what happens in this world, but you can't do nothing about it. You just gotta worry about working on you. What can you do to make your life better? To feel better about yourself. Everything starts with you. 1,000. Going to self-love. Oh yeah. Fall back. Go through the healing process, awakening. Take that back. Healing process, awakening, awakened, and then become woke. The Matrix. Call everybody out in a positive way. You're the referee. You call every marker in the world out. Because I tell you, I won't be mean to you. I just talk to you and elaborate to you. Let's say if you're going through your situations. Like, why are you mad at because they called you stupid? Okay, they called you stupid. I'm sorry, but it's just the words, Don't let them get to you. But typically, that's once again, in your head, you're matching. That's a trigger, it's a trauma. And the idea is eventually is to work on yourself, learn how to love yourself, mind, body, heart, and soul. So love 1,000 before you can love anybody else in the world 1,000. So day by day, baby steps. That's all we can do in life, you know, and just enjoy it to the fullest. Enjoy it to the fullest, best as, you know. Don't be hard on yourself. You know, don't be hard on yourself at all. Yeah, I know, which I understand. At a young age, we do that a lot. Why? But the main reason why is because we don't have a lot of people with guidance in life. So that's why I tell everybody, I highly recommend having a support team. TikTok, all day, every day, man. Yeah, I have the whole world if you choose to. My people is always on here, all day, every day. I mean, look at me. If you see my numbers are high, you know. My lives, you can see I only got 2, like the most I think I ever had like 10 or 12 at once, I believe. But it's okay. You don't worry about that. Like me, I love what I talk about. I'm here once to get healed, guys. You support you, I lift you, for you, show you love, so you understand what you are, and that's the idea. So, but I don't stop. But I'm not gonna stop or forward from what I'm saying it because I don't have followers, I don't have likes, I have 2, 3 people on my lives. Like nah, I keep saying what I'm saying. This is for my live. This is for my material for my TikTok. I mean for my YouTube channel. So people say, yo, I miss your live. Just go my YouTube channel. You know, I always talk about this all the time, every day. You know? Hey Vanessa, how you doing? Reina Queen, how's your night going? Happy Halloween. How's the family? But it's to everybody, you know, whatever you believe in, just keep saying what you're saying. Don't fold. You don't fold for anybody in this world, not even yourself. Which a lot of us have done, yes. But why? We have no guidance. You have no guidance, you're gonna fold. Here to spread positive vibes. 1,000 women, yes, I was. Yeah. Positivity, show love, respect, you know, just tell stories, you know, not once again, not a survivor, not a victim, not a warrior. I'm just telling stories of Amsterdam arcs, you know, relate, how people function in general, so you understand what's going on with you as an individual in this world, if you're good or bad, amp narc. And then from there, why is your partners or your parents or your siblings, you need to study everybody around you, so you understand why your life's hard, why you stress about people's stuff. The idea is just stress about your situation, and that's it. You know, have others in life for sure, but do not put yourself in everyone's shoes too much, because you will get, as the traditional last time, you'll get very emotional, get overwhelmed. That's why in TikTok, in the 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D world, they always say they get overwhelmed when they do like tarot card readings, spiritual stuff. Like, it's cool, yeah, but the reason why is because you're putting yourself in everybody's shoes. That's why you're overwhelming yourself, aka too much energy on everybody. Work on yourself, you know. First and foremost, you have to be selfish in this world 1,000. So that's why, but me personally, I say things so easily because why, I'm over it. Been there, done that. Learn from it. Now I'm just telling a story. Oh man, I'm tired. But yeah, 5 more minutes, kids. I'm definitely getting off. I'm getting exhausted. I have to catch up. But yeah. Pardon me. Tomorrow I'll do a bunch of TikTok stitches and video responses. So I might do them tonight a little bit after this one, but it depends how I feel. Yeah, I'm tired. So, yeah. And then Tuesday, once again, is that TikTok therapy, the ink therapy. Hell yeah. So, call the whole world out. Hella tired. Sorry, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna just get off. I'm freaking basically passing out. So love you guys. Stay fresh. Search up with the live. Remember, all about you. You gotta be selfish in this world. You have to love yourself, mind, body, heart. So it's all about 1,000. If you can love anybody else in the world, 1,000. Yeah, I love for others, but not 1,000. I promise you that. Been there, done that. What did I tell you? Remember, day by day baby steps. As long as you wake up above ground tomorrow, another day to heal, another day to do positive. Work on yourself. So. Self-love always, team squares. Team man, social for me, I'm 1,000. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Ciao, ciao. Stay fresh.